Pirates fight for old Southwestern, for alma mater dear. Pirates fight for old Southwestern. To Southwestern will be loyal to the sun from the sky, and remember to the end that a fight will never die. Pirates fight, yeah we win. Ayy. Pirates fight, whoa, to the end. Whoa, Pirates fight, yeah we win. Ayy. Pirates fight, yeah, to the end. Whoa, to the end.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Southwestern Pirates football here on the Vype Live Network. My name is Merle Bertrand, coming to you live from Birkelbach Field in Georgetown, Texas. Joined once again today by TJ Vela, Chuck Tracy down at the sidelines, our producer Melvin Jones, Okoye Anderson and Harley Hudson on camera, and Skylar Gillespie, our QA, along with Suna Vincott, our technical director. And TJ, after a disappointing loss to Center College last week in Kentucky, not going to get any easier for the Southwestern Pirates here this afternoon against an old familiar friend, the number 6 ranked Trinity Tigers.
No, you're right, Merle. It's not going to get any easier. This is a young Pirates team that has been battered by injuries, bruised by countless mistakes, and beaten in very, very tough ways. And with the 6th-ranked Trinity Tigers coming to Birkelbach today, it's not going to get any easier at all.
Well, the Pirates have faced new opponents for the past several weeks as they settle into this new conference. Southwestern kind of returns to its roots in a sense against these Trinity Tigers, a team that you're very familiar with in your playing days here. An old rival. This will be the 9th meeting, but the first since 2016. I mentioned it to Coach, and we talked about it a little. The Pirates have always elevated their game when playing Trinity, even when, kind of like today, they were outmanned on paper. The Pirates needed to find that deep within themselves to do that today to make this a competitive game.
No, I completely agree with that, Merle. It's one of those things that with these two schools, Trinity and Southwestern, being so similar, there's always been that sense of rivalry between the two. And I've seen it throughout my athletic career and now broadcasting career. No matter what the sport, whether it's football, volleyball, basketball, softball, baseball, golf, anything, when it comes to Trinity and Southwestern, our athletes and their athletes always seem to just step up and elevate their game, and it creates very exciting matchups for the fans.
And it's nice to have them back in the same conference again.
Oh, 100%.
They're so close to each other. It's kind of, it's nice to play them in non-conference like we're doing with TLU.
Yep.
But it's great to be back in the same conference and have a chance to go against them head-to-head when it really matters, right?
No, 100%. And the crazy thing is that Trinity and Southwestern have been in the SCAC in all the other sports,
right?
But football's been the only one that has been at different conferences. So our football players have seen all these other sports teams get the opportunity to beat down on Trinity, and
right.
They haven't had the opportunity themselves. So I know they're going to come out ready to fight today, seeing as this is the first time they played Trinity since 2016.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And because these two schools are about 60 miles apart, of course, they're competing for many of the same players. You'll see a lot of the guys who played on the same high school looking across the field and seeing their former teammates playing for Trinity here the other day, today, and vice versa. So as a former player yourself, what's it like looking across the field and seeing somebody who may have been your best friend wearing another team's colors?
This happened to me quite a bit while I was playing here at Southwestern, and it's one of those things that it's all love. Before the game, I might send a good luck text. I might, give you a handshake in the pregame. But once that clock starts and we're playing football, 60 minutes worth of college football, I want to rip your head off. I want you to feel the pain of Southwestern Pirate football, and then once that last second finally ticks off, I'll go say hi to you, we'll hug, we'll take some pictures, we'll do all that kind of stuff. But when we are playing football, I want to beat you down, and I want our team to win. That's what it's like.
That's what it should be, right? Camaraderie off the field, and you're my worst enemy on the field.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if he's ready for us or not, but we're going to go to him anyway. Let's hear from our intrepid sideline reporter down on the field, Mr. Chuck Tracy. And Chuck, good to see you down there. It's about 90 degrees here in Central Texas today, which pretty much passes for football weather in the Austin area in October. So I would imagine, what's your thoughts coming into this matchup here today against the Trinity Tigers for the Southwestern Pirates, Chuck?
Well, you're right about it being hot. It is very hot out here. There is a slight breeze, but it's not significant. Any rivalry game, as TJ mentioned, you can kind of throw out a little bit of the differences in talent level or success through the season. and it comes down to who wants it more on the field. All of these guys have been playing football for the majority of their young lives, so it's not a matter of I don't have the experience that these guys across the field may have. It's just a matter of breaks going your way throughout the season, and we've seen a lot of them break away from the Pirates in what were otherwise pretty close games. So every opportunity for Southwestern is on the field today to get that victory. Trinity's certainly not going to let them have it.
Right.
They're going to have to earn it.
Yeah, that's for sure. It is a nice day and a good crowd. Trinity, of course, traveling well is a good crowd for them across the way, only having to travel about 70 miles or so. So, you know, you've got a lot of people right there. You can't really see them from where we are because a lot of people are gathered down in the low area right behind the Southwestern bench. It's pretty good mood amongst the crowd, pretty good energy for this rivalry game.
Well, so far they're just kind of sitting with their umbrellas here on the lower deck. And then what you can't see from your vantage point in the press box is there's a whole row of fans utilizing the press box as shade. So right beneath you got a pretty good couple of rows of folks as well. And so, and you know, Southwestern fans, they're going to tailgate up until right before kickoff. So we'll see the stands fill up even more so here in the next 20 minutes.
Well, that sounds good. We'll talk to you here in a couple of minutes when Coach comes out. Thank you, Chuck. And we'll also be hearing from him throughout the broadcast and at the half with scoring updates and that kind of thing. Mr. Melvin Jones, twisting the knobs, tweaking the dials to get this thing on the air. Melvin, a big day here in Georgetown and other big days all across the country as college football really kind of hits its stride here heading down the back stretch.
Merle, it is rivalry week. These two teams about 2 hours away from each other. Of course, Trinity up 281 in San Antonio, but this isn't the only rivalry that is going on throughout the country. In the horseshoe right now, Penn State and Ohio State, and for the first time since 1994, Texas and Houston plays as conference foes. It is also the final time that Texas and Houston plays as conference foes. So a lot going on. Cincinnati up the road at Baylor today. A lot going on in the college landscape. I will keep you posted on everything that is going on. Go Pirates. Let's get this upset against number 6.
That sounds good, Mr. Melvin Jones. So that sets the table here. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Pirates head coach Joe Austin talking about last week's disappointing outing up against Center College and set the table here for today's contest against the arch rival Trinity Tigers. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on Vype Live. And we're pleased to be joined once again in the pregame show by the head coach of the Southwestern Pirates, Coach Joe Austin. And, Coach, as we speak to you here on a midweek, a few days to digest a rough outing on the road last week. Slow start for the Pirates, decent recovery in the second half. But your thoughts on the 45-21 game against Center last Saturday afternoon?
Not our best effort. There's a lot of things that we could have done better. Now, we're severely limited in personnel, right? But that's not an excuse. The guys that are there, they got to go out, and they got to perform. And especially some older players with plenty of experience didn't stick to their tasks. They didn't stick to what they're supposed to do. So we've got to continue to work on that. We've got to continue to coach it. And the players have to continue to apply what we're teaching them. We're good enough to be disappointed.
Right.
We played Barry a couple weeks ago, a top 25 team, very good team. We didn't win that game, but we played better. And so we expected to continue to build on that. And last week, I just don't feel that we built on that. We can do better, and we'll need to do better going forward.
Yeah, we talked a little bit on the show on Monday night, and I sense a little disappointment in you that the Pirates maybe regressed a little bit. Has that been something you've been talking to? We talked a lot on the show about the youth movement with all the young guys on the depth chart. Have you been talking to the seniors about bringing those guys up and playing like seniors to close out the season here?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's sort of things that we've mentioned, right? I mean, those are things that get talked about and get addressed. But really, we're not talking about, what age you are. When it's your turn and you rise to the top of the depth chart, either by necessity or by ability, you've got to get ready and you've got to go. And so we just got to continue to work towards that. And it will be great to have our oldest players, our seniors, really model that. A lot of our seniors are super accurate players, and those are the ones that that are doing a good job of providing a good role, being good role models, and providing good examples of how to prepare and how to play college football.
Well, what are some of the good things that you did see from Saturday afternoons? It wasn't all bad. You scored 21 points on the road and did a much better job, I thought, in the second half. What are some of the positives that you build off of going forward here?
I think there were some individual bright spots. I don't think anyone had their best game. Any one individual, you can say that was a standout performance. But we finished okay, right? We typically will not just go away. We don't just fold the tent up. We'll play hard. We'll finish it out. And we did finish it okay. But really, Merle, as you've sensed and as I've said, it was a disappointing effort. I think we're better than how we played. So there's really nothing to say, yeah, that was really good. There were some things that were okay from time to time. Some players did some nice things from time to time, but it was none of our players had their best game.
Well, it's not going to get easier for the Pirates as they take on the number 6 team in the country this Saturday against Trinity, an old rival that you faced multiple times when the program was first starting up. Haven't seen them in a while, but they clearly have built on the base that they have established here. Talk about the Trinity Tigers a little bit.
Sure, they've used the COVID era to their advantage with their graduate school. They have 16 fifth-year seniors that are using their COVID year, because in Division III, you typically don't have fifth-year seniors.
Right.
You play 4 and then you're done. And overall, they have 41 seniors. This is the most experienced football team that I've ever played against from a depth chart standpoint, and some truly exceptional players. They're returning the offense and defensive player of the year in the conference. They've got the quarterback that'll probably be first-team All-American. They've got a wide receiver that'll be first-team All-American. Inside linebacker, first-team All-American. And those are all seniors, fifth-year seniors. Really, really good football players. Really good team. They're ranked anywhere between 4th and 6th, depending on what poll and ranking group you look at. They're very strong. They're not going through the injuries that we have. They've got everybody. They're all hands on deck. So we will have our hands full, which is why I have urgency to get our players to do their assignments.
Right.
Be where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, doing what you're supposed to be doing. If we do that, we can play a solid game. If we don't, they're very talented. They're a very good football team, and they'll take it to us if we're unable to do that.
Kind of reminds me a few years ago when you took the guys overseas and played that German team, all those old guys smoking cigarettes and that kind of thing. You're going to be facing a bunch of grizzled graybeards out there on Saturday.
They're pretty grizzled, yeah. It's incredible to have 16 fifth-year seniors. It's just something that doesn't happen in Division III football. But to their credit, they have a graduate school. They've really leveraged that, and they've kept those guys around. And so their COVID experience has been quite a bit different than what ours has been.
And we talked about this on the show Monday night as well. Going back to those first couple of meetings, they won the first 6. The Pirates won the last 2 as members of the SCAC. But even in those losses, especially the second and third year, Southwestern, punching above their weight, hung in there and played pretty well. Are you looking for that for inspiration against these guys on Saturday?
Well, that's so long ago. It's fun to look back at our last 2 games against them.
Right.
We went down there and beat them 48-0. Last time we played them at home, we really controlled the game. They scored 1 touchdown against us the last 8 quarters we played against them. But that was a different era. That was in our first phase, before COVID shut us down and stopped us. And without a grad school, of course, we don't have 16 fifth-year seniors.
Right.
So we're in a different spot, and they're in a different spot. So it is what it is situation, right? Fun to look back, but I don't think their previous games have any bearing on this year's game at all.
Well, last question for you. Just in general, we talked a little bit about TLU, Trinity, right down the road, a lot of pride, recruiting battles going on and that kind of thing. Talk about that rivalry and how important this game is on that front.
Well, I think those are 2 regional schools that Southwestern should play. Historically, we're typically in the same conference. We're not with TLU anymore, but that's still a non-conference game we can play every year. We played them every season. So it's great to play them. And Trinity's left because we split conferences for a while. Now we're back in the same conference. So they're especially Southwestern and Trinity, both very good schools, both typically aligned. The schools are very similar. So I think it's great that we're back in a position where we're going to get to play those guys every year.
Well, any final thoughts there before we let you go and take on the Tigers?
Well, I mean, let's see how we play. We're going to have to play really, really accurately to be able to give them a good game.
We'll see how it all unfolds here in just a couple of minutes. We'll take a break and be back in time for the opening kickoff. You're watching Southwestern University football on the Vype Live Network. And welcome back to Birkelbach Field. Captains meeting in the center of the field for the coin toss. Merle Bertrand Hill on with TJ Vela. Coach Joe Austin's Pirates entered today's game at 1-6 overall and 1-4 in the SAA after falling 45-21 at Center College last week. Coach Jeremy Urban is in his 10th year at the helm of the Trinity Tigers, a former NFL wide receiver with the Seattle Seahawks and a Trinity alumni. Coach Urban's Tigers came in off their bye week ranked number 6 according to D3Football.com at 5-1 overall and 4-0 in conference play. Trinity dropped their season opener 34-31 in overtime at then number 6 ranked St. John's University up in Minnesota and haven't looked back since. This will be the ninth meeting between the two schools, and Coach Austin was here for all of them. He's here with Chuck Crazy right now. Take it away, Chuck.
Okay, Coach, anytime Southwestern and the Trinity Tigers step on any competition court, it's a rivalry game, but it's been several years since they played on the gridiron. How was the week of practice, and do the players understand the importance of competing against Trinity?
They do understand the importance. It's pretty simple. And the week was all right. I mean, we had even more injuries pop up. We're over 30 guys injured now. So we're going to have our hands full. We got to be diligent. Really sound on our assignments. Everybody has to do it fast.
Well, as you continue to build this program here at Southwestern, this experience for these younger players, the next man up motto, is going to pay off in the future. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that's right. I mean, so many young guys are going to get repetitions today in a game against one of the elite teams in the country, and that does pay off. Of course, we want to do well today, so we're not just throwing in the towel. We want to give them the best game that we can.
Well, good luck today, Coach. Thank you. And there you go, Merle. Right from the coach's mouth.
All right, thank you, Chuck Crazy. We'll talk to you throughout the broadcast today. And TJ Vale, I mentioned ninth meeting between these two schools. Trinity won the first 6 games, but TJ, you guys got them twice in 2016 en route to the last SCAC title. So this really is a grudge match, right?
Yeah, it really is a grudge match. And it's funny, I hear all of y'all talk about all these 9 matches. It takes me back to 7 years ago in March of 2016 when I was getting recruited by both Southwestern and Trinity. And I was sitting in Coach Urban's office, and he was pitching us these ideas of how Trinity's going to do all these great things, that they're building their athletic program, investing into it. And at the time, I couldn't see it, and so I chose Southwestern. We won those 2 big games against them in 2016, won conference. But as time's progressed, that idea has really come to fruition, that dream of Coach Urban, and you see it this year. His team is ranked 6th. Southwestern, since that 2016 season, has had some ups and downs. But we're right there with them, I think, in regards of recruiting, in regards of investing into the program, and it's going to be an exciting game today.
It really is. And, we talked about it off and on all season. The new stadium coming to Southwestern, that's going to be a huge element, I think, in terms of the recruiting battle. And Coach Austin knows where this Pirate program needs to be to compete with the likes of Trinity and even the likes of Mary Hardin-Baylor. You want to get to the playoffs and get back to playing the Hardin-Simmons and the Mary Hardin-Baylors and Trinities and the schools like that.
Well, I think a lot of people forget UMHB struggled for their first 10 years, when they built their program back in the 90s. It's one of those things that you have to go through growing pains, and Southwestern is just going through that this year.
And here we go. The push kick out to the 22-yard line, coming up left to right and out to the 33 for the Trinity Tigers. That's where they take over first down and 10. That was presumably Johnny Kuza on the return. That'll be first down and 10 for Trinity. For listening, instead of watching, Trinity in the road white jerseys, maroon pants, maroon numerals with the white helmet going left to right. The Pirates looking like the Pittsburgh Steelers. The black jerseys, the golden rod pants, big thick golden numerals, and black stripe down the side of the pants with the black helmet. First down and 10 for the Tigers going left to right from the 33-yard line. On a beautiful day in Georgetown, the clouds have come in now. High wispy clouds, about 92 degrees. No wind to speak of. First down and 10, 33-yard line, moving left to right, and it's a handoff up the middle. This is primarily a passing team, but they hand it off up the middle to get things started to Justin Carmouche. Tigers averaging 40.7 points per game, 444.3 yards per game, going up against the Pirate defense, giving up 39.9 points and 465. So we'll see how those averages play out here this afternoon. 2nd and 7 from the 36-yard line. Two receivers split narrowly to the left side and two bunched up to the right. Senior quarterback Tucker Horn dropping back to pass. Looking pass over to the right side, complete to the 40 and up to the 45 and knocked out of bounds to the 47-yard line. That'll be good for a Tiger first down. I say senior. He's one of those fifth-year guys.
Yeah, I think Trinity right now has, 20-plus fifth-year guys in their squad. That's just the benefits of having a grad school at the university, and you see that in every single sport. But one of these things that, as we look to today's matchup, the big key for the Pirates is going to be their defensive line. Something that we saw last week was that they finally struggled, it seemed like, against a team, against Center College. And then also the secondary, who has had hiccups all year. Those two units, you have to look to them today to play solid if the Pirates want a chance to win this game.
Horn in the shotgun again. First down and 10 at the 46-yard line. First possession of the ball game. Dropping back. Good protection. Fires over to the left side. That ball is caught at the 42-yard line and hanging on for dear life and going to be dropped. Good coverage out there for the Pirates by DJ James, but a good pitch and catch. And it's going to be good for a first down. Ryan Merrifield, former Vandergrift Vipers. As a Vandergrift Viper guy, there's 5 of them playing. Charlie Fournier for the Pirates and 4 for Trinity.
So you're well aware of all those guys on Trinity then, being the voice of Vandergrift that you are.
They should have called me. I would have talked to them. First down and 10 at the 43-yard line. Moving left to right for the Tigers. Just underway. Horn. Play action. Looking left and complete to the 32. Good coverage again, but another completion there to Merrifield. That's going to be good for an 11-yard pickup, first down.
And, going back to what I said earlier, that secondary of the Pirates, something we've really seen them struggle with all year are those slant routes over the middle when they're in man coverage. And already here, Trinity taking advantage of that. They've run 2 hitch routes that have gotten them some big gains. So if you're going to play man coverage like that, you have to press them to make sure that they don't get off the ball so quickly and get that inside leverage.
First down at the 32-yard line. Dropping back again. Good protection again. Good coverage, however. Dumps it off underneath to the 31 and dropped inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Coming back, helping out his quarterback was Caleb Crawford. Gain of about 4 on the play, brings up a second down and 6.
And that was a good job by Horn, staying in the pocket, going through all his progressions, and then finally dumping it off to the running back for a positive gain right there for his team.
Second down and 6 at the 28-yard line. Horn in the shotgun, back split to his right, and fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, looking, dumps it off underneath, and a great catch. That was good coverage, but an even better catch there by Ryan Merrifield. Can't do a whole heck of a lot about that, TJ. That was good coverage there by DJ James.
Great coverage, but an even better pass and even better catch. I mean, Horn put it right there on the money where only his receiver could get it. And something I've noticed so far since you said it, Merle, they haven't ran the ball since you said that they were a pass-heavy team.
Right.
So right now they're attacking the Pirates secondary and moving the ball down the field very quickly.
First down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Horn up under center. You don't see this very much anymore in 2023. There's a running play up the middle and going to have good yardage inside the 10 down to about the 7-yard line. Right up the gut on the Pirates. On the carry for Trinity was Winston Hutchinson, a senior out of Round Rock McNeil High School, who got a big win last night.
And typically you see the run complement the pass and make it very easy for passes to happen, but right now the pass is complementing the run. There was a big hole right there for Hutchinson to run through.
Second down and 2 at the 7. Horn. Play action. Looking, left fade pattern. Turn around. It was right there. Caught, touchdown. Hauled in by Merrifield, but man, there was coverage there, TJ. If Quincy Nevins turns around, he's got an interception.
With the man coverage like that, I was looking at the whole way. You kind of assumed that Horn was going to go over there to him on a little fade route or something, but just a quick pitch and catch. But like you said, if our guy just turns around, I think he at least gets his hand on it to knock it down. Like maybe not a pick, but preventing the touchdown. But already here with 10 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first, Trinity puts one on the board.
Tyler Heddle on for the extra point. Huddle out of the hold of Colin Bishop, the backup quarterback. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So Trinity takes the opening drive. It took them 4 minutes and 13 seconds to move it down the field. Pirates didn't give up anything big, but it was just an efficient drive for Trinity and just another day at the office for the Tigers.
Yeah, and you can see why they're ranked number 6 in the country. There was no negative play on that drive.
That's right.
Every single play moved the ball down the field, whether it was through a run, whether they were passing the ball. Everything they did was moving the ball up the field, putting pressure on Southwestern's defense, and that's what elite teams can do, Merle. And that's what they should do. That's how you compete with all those top 25 schools.
Right.
That's how you beat the UMHBs of the world. And right now, Trinity did a good job showing that on the first drive, and hopefully with Southwestern getting the ball here, we can see that from them as well. We've seen it before.
Yes, we have.
Might as well see it again.
They're going up against a good defense, giving up 17.8 points per game, but 327.7 yards per game. Those are pretty good numbers at the collegiate level. The Pirates' offense, 23 points a game, 364 yards per game. So the averages kind of match up there. We'll see how it plays out here today. Huddle set to kick it off from the 35-yard line. 7-0. Tigers are drawing first blood. And now the lack of wind blows the ball up the tee. May have been trying to cheat it just a little bit on that tee.
I think Chuck Crazy took a deep breath, and that's what happened.
I'm sure the fans in the stands appreciate the wispy clouds that have rolled in. It makes it much more comfortable out there.
Yeah, because it was pretty hot when I was down there talking to the recruits that were visiting Southwestern today.
The kickoff from Huddle is going to sail into the end zone, so the Pirates will take over first down and 10 with 10:47 to go here in the first quarter of the ball game. We have our first email in of the afternoon.
I bet I know who it is.
Yeah,
I
you
bet
know it.
I know who it is.
Bob Mask writing in saying hello to you two and to the coach next door. Go Bucks. The coach next door, of course, Nick Mask, one of your compadres from back in the day.
Never was my
Cross
teammate.
paths, right?
Never was my teammate, but he was my coach all
Yeah.
4 years I was here. He was the running backs coach and then was also the strength coach my sophomore year. A great coach, and he's also a dad now. So congrats to Coach Mask.
Oh, congratulations. I did not know that. Swung out right side, complete out to the 25-yard line. Nice pickup out across the 30 to the 34. And the Pirates with a nice swing pass out there from Jalen Spriggs to another freshman. Yeah, there's so many freshman running backs here. That was Devin Phillips.
And a swing pass to start. We don't typically see the Pirates passing on their first down plays. So a nice little mix-up from Coach Austin there. Gets a good gain on that first down.
First down 10 to the 33-yard line. Trips to the near side, one wide right. Play action, dumped off underneath, complete to the 43-yard line. I bet that's another freshman. That is Samuel Johnson. Back-to-back freshman running backs. One on the swing pass to the right, the one slant pattern over the middle, and the Pirates have a first down.
And that's something the crowd is going to hear us say a lot. It's a lot of freshmen putting in work for the Pirates. It's a very young team. We said it earlier, injuries have cost them a lot of great players here this year, but these freshmen are stepping up. That's what we've seen all year, and it's been really exciting to watch.
First down 10 at the 44-yard line. Spriggs swings it out right side again, complete. Bounces it to the outside of the 45 and up to the 49-yard line. Nice pickup there by Coleman Robertson. Robertson, our guest on the show last week. Gain of about 3 in the play. Going to bring up a second down and 7. Two receivers right, two to the near side. Spriggs. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. Coming in from the backside, number 93 is Harris Good.
And, I was thinking at Merle, you had all those quick passes out to the sideline. We talked about the injuries. The offense line is so young right now. They're so thin. Matt Gomez is one of the only guys that was actually slated to be the starter on this offensive line at the beginning of the year. And so when you have those quick passes, it gives no chance for the defensive line to make a play. And so right there, finally, they gave him a little too much time, and the defensive line for Trinity makes that play happen.
So loss back to the 40-yard line, sets up a third down and 14. This time Spriggs going to take it himself and doesn't find any room at all. On the stop, Jacob Munoz had a couple of helpers. Also involved, number 52, that is Jamos Ogunrin. And after a promising start, the Pirate drive stalls out here. They'll be forced to punt it away.
And that's a 3-man front for Trinity, causing absolute havoc on the Southwestern O-line there, and it looked, like you said, a promising start. That was the first time we've gotten a first down, I think, on our first drive of the year.
I think you're right.
And
at least at home.
It looked very promising, and 2 negative plays, and find ourselves punting here.
So Charlie Fournier set to punt it away. He had a great week last week. And boots this one into the autumn sky. Fair catch call for made at the 21-yard line, and that's where Trinity will take over first down and 10. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on Vype. And toss sweep left side as we come back here out to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line, and that'll bring up a second down and about 7 yards to go for the Tigers.
So the Pirates defense coming out, short break for them. Just got to regroup, kind of compartmentalize everything that just happened, and just focus on doing your 1 out of 11th assignment.
Yep.
That's the main thing. This young team just needs to focus on doing your job and letting everyone else do their job too as a collective unit.
Second down and 7 from the 25-yard line. Horn dropping back, pressure coming from the edge. That's got to be a hold. No flagged, however. Dumps it off underneath and caught at the 40-yard line to the 45 to the 50. 45-40 and tripped up at the 35-yard line. Peyton Ludeman saving a touchdown, fighting off a block downfield, but there was a hole in the backfield that wasn't called.
It looked like a hold or a block in the back, but that's the thing, Merle. If you're going to go after the quarterback like that, you got to at least contain him, because with the Horn, with his ability to run the ball and put the ball on the ground, he can scramble out, and then when his receivers just do the scramble drill, he can find them pretty easily and find a big play just like that.
So the Tigers flip the field, first down 10 at the Southwestern 5-yard line. Tucker Horn in the shotgun again. One receiver left, 2 to the near side. Horn dropping back. Good protection again. Now pocket breaks down, dumps it off underneath, complete to the 32, and dropped immediately. Good coverage there for Southwestern. I think that was Micah Justice on the coverage and dropped him immediately for a short gain of about 3 yards on the play. Second down and 7.
But again, another positive play. He hasn't thrown an incomplete pass yet, Merle.
Right.
He's doing a great job of stepping up in the pocket, looking at all the different keys that he has, and then if they're not there, dumping it off to his running back for at least 3 yards.
So second and 7 from the Pirate 32-yard line. One receiver left, one to the near side. Horn up under center. A lot of bodies that are around that line of scrimmage right now. Horn tosses it right side. And Pirate defense there. Wow, what a play. What a play by Malik McDonald. Sack leader on the Pirates. It doesn't count as a sack, but it may as well have.
A perfectly called play there from the defensive coordinator, Coach Kriesel. You said it earlier, you don't typically see Trinity under center, so in their film this week, in their scouting reports, they must have seen something where they're under center and they're going to either toss to the right or run to right up the middle, because that's what we've seen them do so far while they're under center. Perfectly called blitz right there, and Malik McDonald doing his job and going to make a big play in the backfield.
So it's up a third down and 11 at the 36-yard line. 2 receivers left, one to the near side. Horn back in the shotgun. Dropping back. Pirates bring the blitz. Hit as he throws it. Dumps it off. Complete to the 35 and met immediately again. Merrifield with the catch, but he paid the price.
He wasn't the only one. Horn paid the price too.
Yes, he did.
Big hit on him, and he was slow to get up, and he's slow to get off the field right now. So that's back-to-back drives now, Merle, where the defensive line makes big plays happen on second down, big losses, and forces a punt. Or no, it looks like
they're going to go for a 52-yard field goal. The field goal kicker, Lamont Nickelberry. Actually, Tyler Huddle, pardon me. 6 out of 7 with a long of 52. So Pirates are going to take a timeout with 4:34 to go. If he hits this, and this would match his long kick of the year. What a stand, though, by the Pirate defense, TJ.
Huge stand.
Really big hit. Got the crowd kind of fired up.
And it's like, what's something that Coach Austin said there on the broadcast. You have these big stands on your side of the field, and if you can hold teams to 3 points, no points, like it's those little victories that start piling up a little bit, and you start having those types of hits, those types of momentum swings. It's one of those things that if you can keep that going, it feeds over into the offensive side of the ball, and your team just starts clicking. And hopefully we can see that here from the Pirates today.
So a 52-yard field goal from the far hash. Again, no wind to speak of. You make teams try 52-yard field goals, they'll take that anytime, whether it makes this one or not. Out of the hold of Bishop. Long snap count. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. I don't think he's going to get there. No. Came up short. So the Pirate defense gets the stand and will turn the ball back over to the offense.
Right off the foot, that just looked short. Angle just didn't look like it was there. And that was also, it could have been in his head. The Pirates had a really good push in the middle. They blocked some field goals this year already. So maybe that was in his head. He's watched some film too. He knows that the inside, that interior D-line on the field goal block unit for the Pirates is really good. And you saw it there. They applied some pressure and maybe got into his head a little bit.
So Southwestern takes over, going from right to left, ball at the 35-yard line. 4:28 to go first quarter, 7-0 still Trinity. Spriggs in the shotgun. Handoff off right side, and boy, not much running room at all. Pirates have tried 3 running plays and have gotten nothing on them. 2nd down and 10.
And I kind of want to go back to those swing passes and those play action passes. Those were working early on in that first drive for the Pirates. Got away from them a little bit. But, you're like you said, 3 run plays haven't gone anywhere. I kind of want to see what can happen if we can get back to that.
1 receiver to the right, 2 to the near side. 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 35-yard line. Spriggs rolling to his left, and he is in trouble. Gets it off underneath to the 35 to the 40. Breaking a tackle out to the 45 to the 46-yard line. Just the way the coaches drew it up, TJ. Bailing him out, coming back, recognizing his quarterback was in trouble, was Samuel Johnson, 1st down Southwestern.
And that's the great thing about having an athletic quarterback like Spriggs. He can stay on his feet no matter what's happening around him, no matter if he has an opponent around his ankles, and he can dump the ball off to his wide receiver, and then a great run after catch right there by our wide receiver to get the 1st down and move the sticks and hold on to the ball, because they were going after the ball right there on him.
1st down at the Pirate 46-yard line. Fake the shuttle pass. Spriggs going to take it himself, cuts it back up, and dives out to about the 49-yard line. That little fake of the shuttle pass got the defense moving to the right, and Spriggs might be a little shaken up.
And there is a flag on the play, too.
Yes, there is. I see that now. Hopefully he just fell on the football and had the wind knocked out of him.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Now, face mask is the call. That'll explain some of the injury.
May have gotten one on eye poke or something. Who knows?
Now, Spriggs walking a little gingerly, but walking towards the sideline. And Damian Gomez will be pressed into duty. 40 out of 89, 548 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
And the thing is, with Damian going in, this doesn't necessarily change the offense too much.
That's right.
Both quarterbacks are very similar in their habits and what they do, and so we will likely see a lot of the same play calls here with Damian in.
Gomez fakes the shuttle pass, dumps it off right side, and caught at the 23-yard line. Dugan Sexton, and that's going to be another flag. That's going to be another face mask because his head got yanked backwards. What a catch by Sexton.
What a catch indeed. Over the middle. He knows he's going to have a guy right there in front of him. He has to jump up to get that catch, gets it, and then, like you said, his head was getting pulled badly on that one. The fact that he was able to haul that in with everything happening around him shows how good of a receiver Dugan Sexton is.
Right.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Well, Pirates are executing, but they've been helped out by 30 yards and penalties on this drive. You've got to cash this in, TJ. If you're going to hang around against these guys, you've got to get 7 here.
I was just thinking that, Merle. You have to take advantage of these opportunities because the number 6 team in the nation does not make mistakes like that back-to-back in a row. You have to take advantage of these opportunities because we've seen it before. In the red zone, the Pirates have struggled. They need to get the ball into the end zone here no matter what.
Gomez, handoff right side. Nope, he kept it himself. Faked me out. Then another flag comes in back to the 10 of the 9-yard line. This one might be on the Pirates. Trailing the play, this will probably be a hold.
And if it is, it's those self-inflicted wounds that we've talked about so many times on this broadcast. They get into these favorable positions, and something like that happens and moves them back. Yep.
Number 73. That's a 10-yard penalty.
Now that young, inexperienced offensive line going up against these grizzled veterans across the way literally have their hands full.
Full of the opponent's jerseys.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
unfortunately. Pushes the ball back to the 22-yard line. 2:44 to go, opening quarter, 7-0. Pirates trail, but trying to drive to tie this up. Trips wide right, one to the near side for Gomez. I believe that's Phillips to his right side. Delayed handoff to Phillips. Breaks the tackle to the 20, to the 15, inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. They're going to say the knee touched the 15-yard line, but got most of the penalty yardage back and will set up a 2nd down and 12.
And right there, Trinity sitting in cover 3, deep cover 3, and Southwestern doing a good job of running the draw play. The defensive line for Trinity almost blew that up. Luckily enough for us, our running back was able to get away from it, get some positive yards, and make this a more manageable 2nd and long.
So 2 receivers to the right, 2nd down and 12 from the 15-yard line. Gomez in the shotgun. Quarterback draw, and boy, nothing doing. They were not fooled at all. Trinity's number 24, Ryan Arnold, the first one to get to him.
And that was just another perfectly called defensive blitz right there, Merle. From the jump, you could see Trinity was going to blitz. Even the Amazon Web Services pre-game, pre-play, whatever they do now on Thursday Night Football, could have told you that Trinity was going to blitz. Good job by their defensive coordinator. And now the Pirates, I would say, need to at least get it to 7 yards closer just to make it a more, if you're not going to go for it on 4th down, make it a more manageable field goal opportunity.
3rd down and 15 from the 18-yard line. Got to get it to the 3 to pick up the 1st down. Trips to the near side. Gomez dropping back. Looking, firing, fade pattern, right side. A lot of hand checking. That ball is incomplete. Try to get it down to Sexton. No flag. The ball was too far gone. And now Charlie Fournier will come out and try to put the Pirates on the board.
Are you a Drake fan, Merle?
A Drake fan?
Yeah, you like Drake? He's got an album called So Far Gone, and that just reminded me of that. I thought you were making a reference right there.
Unintentionally culturally hip.
Yeah. About to say, dang, those car rides last year really paid off.
Fournier, 4 out of 6 with a long of 35. This one will be 34 out of the hole to Gomez, right between the hashes. And we're getting a timeout, I think, by Trinity. Got here early enough, TJ, to watch them change the goalposts. We talked about how they have to adjust the goalposts to squeeze it in from the high school game that was played here last night. Hopefully they left an inch or two for Charlie here.
I hope so, too, actually. I hope so, too.
Email open, southwesternfb@gmail.com. We've already heard from Bob Mask. southwesternfb@gmail.com. Let us know where you tune into the broadcast from.
There's a lot more people here today, Merle. I don't know if we'll have too many people sending in messages, at least from our side. I mean, the Trinity side, too, has a nice little crowd over there.
They do. This might be one of the best attended game of the year, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's a rivalry game. Everyone gets it.
Yeah.
Everyone understands it.
So Fournier out of the hole to Gomez after the timeout. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. Looks long enough. Oh, he pushed it to the right.
An uncharacteristic miss right there from Fournier.
There's a flag down, though, however. Hold on.
And Southwestern staying out there.
No, now they're coming off. So, illegal procedure. Trinity will turn down the penalty and get the football back with 1:02 to go, first quarter. An opportunity missed there by the Pirates. And the score remains 7-0.
And you go back to that penalty, the holding penalty, that self-inflicted wound that we talked about. Not being able to take advantage of the opportunities when they're presented in front of you And now, instead of at least 7-3 game, it's 7-0, and Trinity has the ball back at their own 20.
Well, the Pirate defense really stepped up big last time. That's sort of the strength of the team right now. They've got to stand strong here, get the football back in the hands of their offense. Pirates have shown they can move the ball now. Tucker Horn, the 5th year out of Graham, Texas. Not quite North Texas, I guess, halfway between here and Dallas.
Is that still Central Texas, you think?
North Central Texas, yeah. Texas is so big, it's kind of hard to find the geography.
I mean, they call Corpus South Texas, but then they call the valley down south the valley.
Southern.
It's just what makes sense.
Handoff right side of the 20 to the 25 and stepping out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Ludeman there to make sure that the Trinity running back is out of bounds. That is Legend Grisby. What a great name. Legend Grisby out of Cy Creek in Houston.
Yeah, his parents did a good job right there.
Yeah.
And one guy that I want to highlight is Peyton Ludeman. Y'all talked about on the show this week. He had a great game last week. He had 2 strip fumbles and just did a good job overall just being a menace on the field for the Pirates defense. And we've seen it all year. He's done a great job and wanted to highlight him right there after making that tackle.
Pirates only 5th-year player. 2nd down and 1 from the 29-yard line. Horn dumps it off, safety valve. One-on-one play has to be made here, and it is. Great job in space for Southwestern, I think. That was Jameer Martin on the stop.
Yeah, and Martin did a great job just settling down, running his feet. He didn't make the tackle, but he slowed the ball carrier down enough for his defense to come pursue and make the tackle on the back end. And now 3rd and 2 here for Trinity.
Chance to get off the field. 3rd down 2 at the 28-yard line. Time for one more play here unless it's an incompletion. Horn. Play action. Fade pattern. Right side. Stride for stride. And caught at the 41-yard line. Just dropped it right into Cole Monago, pardon me. Again, not bad coverage, but about a half a step behind, and the quarterback throws it out in front and converts on 1st down, or on 3rd down.
I mean, we talk about them being 5th-year seniors. They've had 5 years to play together. And so when you have that much time together, you start learning everything you need with each player, and you start developing those syncrasies, and we see it right there, a perfectly thrown pass right there, and a perfect catch as well on the sideline.
And that's how the first half comes to an end with the score 7-0, and we're going to send it down to our intrepid sideline reporter, Mr. Chuck Tracy. And Chuck, if you can hear us down there, the Pirates hanging in there and had a chance to get on the board, couldn't quite cash it in, but a good start here for the Southwestern Pirates football team overall. He might be having a little technical issue. Well, we'll keep it here. 7-0 your score, or 7-0 your score. Pirates trailing it here. So far, a game of near misses, TJ.
Near misses.
I got it back.
Oh, there he is.
Well, go ahead, Chuck. So you
Sorry
worked
about
too
that.
hard at it.
I guess the technology's getting a little warm down here. It is still hot. There's a quiet confidence on the sideline here of the Pirates. It might be even defined as focus. They're certainly not intimidating. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Chuck Gracie. Yeah, they're going to need to keep that focus, and I'm glad to hear that they've got that intensity. They're going to need it against these guys. 1st down and 10 at the 40-yard line. Trinity now moving from right to left on your screen, and a handoff up the middle, crashing inside the 35, pushing it down to about the 33-yard line. Gain of about 7 yards on the play for Carmouche. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 3.
You know, going back to one of your questions in the pregame, Merle, you asked, about elevating your game in these types of situations and these types of contests. I mean, everything about your game becomes elevated, whether it be your actual performance, your focus, your drive, your ability to never quit. Like, everything becomes elevated because you do not want to lose a game like this.
Right. You especially don't want to be embarrassed in a game like this.
Exactly.
2nd down and 3. Horn dropping back. Good protection. Fires over to the left side and incomplete. Overshot his intended target. Trying to get it down to Hampton again. Pirates good coverage there by DJ James. He was with them stride for stride. Sets up another 3rd down play here for Trinity.
And the first incomplete pass for Horn.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Just a great showing by him in that first quarter.
Because not all of them have been easy throws.
No. And I think a testament to his wide receivers, too. They've made some very tough catches against some great coverage by these Southwestern defenders. But we talked about it. You mentioned it right before the end of the first quarter. Near misses. It's another third down opportunity to get off the field for the Pirates. Can they do it here?
3rd and 3 from the 33. We'll find out in about 10 seconds. Horn in the shotgun. Pirates showing blitz. We'll see if they come. Nope, they drop out of it. Pass underneath and complete to the 28-yard line. That'll be good for a first down. There's that slant pattern again as they find Ryan Merrifield again.
But it's a slant pattern that was probably some of the best covered slant patterns we've seen all year. They were on him like white on right, but just another great catch by a Trinity wide receiver and a first down here for their offense.
So the Tigers pick up the drive, keep the clock moving, keep the ball in their hands. 13:58 to go second quarter, 7-0 Tigers on top. Horn, play action again. Pass over to the right side, too easy that time, complete to the 21-yard line. Inside the 20, breaks a tackle and stepped out of bounds. But there's a flag down. This might be a hand in the face. Unless he pushed off, but I don't think he did.
I mean, maybe that's why he was so open. Maybe he did push up the top.
Will Taylor, the recipient of that pass, will check the penalty.
Flag on the play. Personal foul. Face mask.
Yeah, that's right. I thought I saw a hand up there. Darn it.
Penalty is half the distance to the
Sometimes
goal.
I hate it when I'm right.
I'm
Third
sure
face mask penalty today already.
Yeah. First on the Pirates, though.
Right.
Typically, we see a lot more penalties going against us. But right now, that one obviously went against us and hurt us pretty badly.
Sets up a 1st and goal at the 9. Horn in the shotgun, one receiver right, one to the near side.
And watch the man coverage on our side, on this sideline over here. That's how they scored the first time.
He's looking that side. He fires that side. That ball is caught. Sensational catch. Hauling it in was Cole Manego. And it's 13-0 Tigers.
The same exact play they scored on earlier, Merle.
Yep.
The same route, same look, and another great catch by Manego. I mean,
James is with them.
It was great coverage. I mean, it's just one of those things. You have to tip your hat to the wide receiver at that point because he went up and got that ball. Then Horn put it to where only Manego could get it.
Right.
I mean, a great job by them just connecting. Like we said earlier, those 5 years of experience playing together pays dividends. You know, when it comes to your 5th year, that final year where you can play.
Extra point attempt coming here for the Tigers. Good snap and hold and huddle. Line drives that one over the field box.
So that one
and he missed it.
Extra point attempt is no good.
So, a little silver lining, 13-18 left to go, 13-0 Trinity. Let's go to, if you're ready, Mr. Melvin Jones, do you have anything for us that's going on across the country? He's frantically looking. I caught him off guard. One of the few times I actually caught Melvin off guard.
I mean, Merle, I'm always ready, but, you know, right now there is an upset going on in Norman. Number 6, Oklahoma trails Central Florida 23-17, 3:34 to go in the third quarter. At the shoe, number 3, Ohio State leads 10-6 over number 7, Penn State. And number 22, Air Force, 10-0 over Navy. That game already in the fourth quarter. Fellas.
All right, thank you, Melvin. A tip of the cap to you as well. Apparently, I wasn't even aware of it, but we had some sort of a technical issue where we call it the mothership. The piece of equipment that connects all of our cameras together was acting a little wonky. And I saw Melvin rustling around, and I just tried not to look. It's like walking into the kitchen of your favorite restaurant. Sometimes you don't want to see what's going on back there, but Melvin Jones getting it back up and running.
I personally love going to hibachi restaurants, though, Merle.
That's true. That's true. That's a little different.
But I think that's just a testament to Melvin and how good he is. We never noticed on our side that the broadcast was in any kind of trouble. You didn't notice it. You have it right in front of you. I think that just shows how good of a producer Melvin is.
I'm just glad he survived. Melvin did the High Park game down at the Quarries in Austin last night. It's kind of a neat facility there. They got a new press box, but there's an exterior ladder that you got to climb to get to. And by exterior, I mean exterior. I was there last week, and boy, I texted him this morning to make sure he didn't fall off the roof last night.
Is that OSHA certified?
Probably not.
Saying I was scared would be understatement.
First and 10 for the Pirates. They got to get something out of this drive at the 25-yard line, down 13-0. Spriggs fires over the middle and overshot his intended target, who was open and had some running room. Tried to get it out to Vance Mills, but the ball a little tall for him. Second down and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, wide open there, Merle. Mills found the soft spot in the Trinity defense, and if the pass was just a little bit lower, Mills could have brought it in, and he would have had a lot of room to run.
Second down and 10 at the 25-yard line. One receiver wide left. And handoff up the middle, and maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but I don't even think so. I think he may have lost the yard on the play. Going to bring up a third down and 11 here. Is that Colby Bartlett back in the game?
I think so.
Haven't seen him since about week 2 or 3. Got shaken up, so good to see him out there. He was a starting running back at the start of the year.
Well, that's the thing. When we talk about the depth of this Pirates offense, the room that has the most depth is the running back room.
Right.
We've seen about 6 running backs this year, all of them underclassmen. So Colby Bartlett, I mean, once you lose that initial opportunity to get playing time, it's going to be hard to get back up there because of how good guys like Devin Phillips are playing and many others. So, I mean, kudos to him for getting back into the game.
Third down and 11 from, they're going to pick the shuttle pass to him. Pass over to the left side and almost intercepted. Boy, that was close. Quinn McDermott, the senior out of Lovejoy, had his hands on it, and it's a 3-and-out here for the Pirates. They'll be forced to punt it away with 12:26 to go, second quarter. This is a dangerous time of this game, TJ. You can't, got to get off a good punt, and your defense has to make a good stand here. Keep this thing close.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if Trinity was just getting off to a slow start there in that first quarter. Their defense is turning it up here.
Right.
Their offense just scored very quickly. Fortier needs to pin the Tigers deep back here if they can. If he can.
Put some of that magic English on it, calls a turnover here. Pretty good punt. Then the receiver slips trying to make the catch. Dangerously catches at the 31-yard line. And right there to cover him. Good play by DJ James hustling down the field. That was a dangerous play there by Will Taylor, but it probably saved him 10 yards on the bounce.
Yeah, the Trinity special teams coordinator is probably not going to like that one when he reviews it tomorrow in film, but luckily enough for them, they are able to hold onto the ball and, like you said, save at least 10 yards off some bounces.
So first down and 10 for the Tigers, moving from right to left at the 33-yard line. 12:17 to go first half. Tigers up 13-0. Pirate defense looking for a turnover. Horn comes out, pistol formation. Handoff left side, trying to get the corner turn, and does out across the 35 and bangs it out to the 39-yard line. That was Winston Hutchinson again on the carry to pick up about 7 yards on the play. Second down and about 3.
And Hutchinson did a good job of just fighting through the arm tackles there in the backfield and getting a really great gain after the contact there in the backfield.
2 receivers wide right, 2 to the near side. Horn dropping back, good protection, jumps it off underneath, complete to the 40, good for the first down and more across the midfield stripe, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and gets it all the way down to the Pirate 40-yard line. Hutchinson again, just a little dump-off pass out of the backfield, knocked down by Jameer Martin.
And that's the thing, Merle, when you're running this cover 2 man look that the Southwestern Pirates did on that last play, the Tigers sent everyone deep except for the running back who had the delayed route, and then it was so easy for the quarterback to dump it off to him, and he had no one near him, not even the linebackers, and he had an easy first down before he even got hit.
Great play design. Now play action looking. Going for it all over the center field. He's got him open. That ball is caught. Touchdown. Caleb Crawford out of straight Jesuit. He was really wide open, and I think that was DJ James closed quickly at the end and almost made a play on it, but the damage was done, and Trinity's got some separation now, 19-0 with the extra point pending.
Yeah, James was just never able to get back in front of the receiver there. He looked like he was just trailing behind him a little too much, and by the time the receiver jumped up in the air, it was too little too late. He had the beat on the ball, and I mean, a great catch by him, and now it looks like Trinity may go for 2.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2 and try to get the points back on that missed extra point a moment ago. So 2-point conversion attempt. Trips wide right, one to the near side for Horn. Hutchison to his left side. Horn dropping back, slant pattern, and batted away that time. Good play. adjusting to the football, recognizing DJ James, and the score will remain 19-0 with 11:01 to go.
And that's a great job by James right there, just forgetting the previous play and playing the next play and staying with it and making the great stop on the 2-point conversion. And now 19-0. That looks a lot better than 21-0. Let me tell you, Merle.
Yeah. All right, TJ, cover your ears. Reed Rosales writes in, says, great work, guys. Just wanted to give a shout out to the Trinity University volleyball team for being SCAC regular season champions for the 5th season in a row. Okay, you can start listening now, TJ.
Oh, man. Okay, cool, I guess. Whatever. I watched those games. Those were good games. Because obviously I do a lot more than just the football games in terms of broadcasting. So
that's why I said cover your ears.
Yeah. I'm going to tell Coach Floor about that one. He's not going to be happy. We'll see what happens on November 11th when the SCAC tournament comes back here to Georgetown. We'll see who is the tournament champion at that point.
Because that's what really matters, right?
It's what really matters. That's how you get deeper into the playoffs.
Yep.
But I will say, Trinity's volleyball team is very good. They're very exciting to watch.
Volleyball's intense.
Yeah, it is. For a long time, for still now, like our volleyball team with Coach Flora has been very good here at Southwestern. My freshman year, they went all the way to the Final Four, which was unheard of at the time.
Wow. I love the Robertson Center, too. That's a cool place. That's a neat design.
And they just redid the floors, actually, last week.
Last week, really?
Yeah. They just re-sanded them and did a lot of stuff over the summer. They added the new branding, the new logo, and everything. So it's a great environment. And then the PA announcer and the DJ, they do a really good job too. I don't know who the guy is, but I heard he got voted the most handsome guy in the arena one time.
I think you may have been smelling some of the paint fumes or the varnish fumes there from the floor, TJ. First down 10 at the 25-yard line, down 19-0. Pirates have been able to move the ball at times, got to string it together. And handoff left side, and boy, that Trinity defense is just stout. Number 52 on the stop, that's James O'Gunnan. Running back for the Pirates was Leroy Rodriguez, yet another freshman out of Carroll High School down in Corpus.
Mary Carroll High School, the Tigers. Okay, so he went from being a Tiger or a Tiger to a Pirate. But that's the thing with an offense like Southwestern, who relies so much on counters and powers and traps, with everyone pulling. Once you read your keys as a defensive player, like you just go. And we're seeing that right now with the Trinity defense.
Spriggs back in the game, and he's going to stumble out to the 29-yard line. He was tripped up as he made his cutback and pivoted free. Had some running room, but good to see Jalen Spriggs back in the ball game after being shaken up earlier. 3rd down and 8 coming up at the 27-yard line.
I never thought I would ever see something as yellow as Chuck's shirt, but look at Jalen Spriggs' cleats.
That's right.
Man, you can see those all the way up here. I love it.
And it's the right tint of yellow, too.
That's hard to do.
It is hard. 3rd down and 8. One receiver wide left, 2 to the near side. Spriggs dropping back, looking, swing pass left side, and caught, but only a short gain as they swing it out to the aforementioned Leroy Rodriguez, back in the ball game. Gain of 2 is going to bring up a 4th and long, and the Pirates are set to punt it away again.
And Spriggs was looking at Rodriguez the whole time right there. The corner left his coverage of the wide receiver. Actually, if Spriggs would have looked at the wide receiver on the hitch route, he would have had a first down there.
Right.
But the fact that he was looking at Rodriguez the whole time, looking to make that pass, unfortunately, he didn't get to the wide receiver, and a great play by the corner, going right to Rodriguez once he got it, making the tackle.
48 set to punt it away again. He's been busy already, unfortunately. Good snap back. Booms this one high into the air. And fair catch call for and made at the 39-yard line. That's where Trinity will start this drive with 9 minutes to go, already up 19-0. And the Pirate defense needs to make a stand here, TJ, and keep it close.
And the thing is, they've been playing really good. It's just the fact that Trinity's offense is just making plays. They're making great plays and just keeping the pressure on Southwestern's defense. Because quite frankly, I think in terms of coverage, in terms of doing your assignment, Southwestern's defense, this is the best we've seen all year.
Yeah, I agree. That's not blown coverage. It's great throws and catches.
Exactly. Like when we go back to Barry, it seemed like there was a lot of people wide open. When we go back to the homecoming game with Birmingham Southern, there was just big plays that were happening. There were people who were just going 80 yards down the field. We haven't seen that here necessarily. It's just the fact that Trinity is making the big plays when it matters most in the red zone.
That's a great observation. Grigsby on the carry. Gain of 5 on the play, knocked down by Ludeman. 2nd down and 5. Unfortunately, it still counts, but at least it is improvement. I mean, you're looking for that improvement at this point.
That silver lining
right.
that we always like to try and find as the broadcast team.
5-yard pickup by Grigsby. 2nd down and 5 at the 45-yard line. Ball in the near hash. Tigers moving right to left. Handoff right up the middle, and good penetration that time by Malik McDonald to keep that one to about a 3-yard pickup. Sets up another 3rd down. 3rd down and 2.
Back-to-back run plays from Trinity.
Right.
Haven't seen that all day.
Never to really start working the clock, if your defense has got Southwestern pinned deep.
I also think Trinity wants to keep scoring here. They remember that 2016 matchup down in San Antonio when we shut them out and we had 40-plus points by the time the 4th quarter rolled around. I think Coach Urban remembers it very vividly.
3rd down and 2 at the 48-yard line. Dropping back, Horn. Slant pattern, batted away. Great coverage that time. Nice play there by Jameer Martin. We called his name a lot. Sets up a 4th down and forces a punt. Got to be on your toes here for a fake, but Pirate defense getting the stop.
And another great call there by Coach Creasel, the defensive coordinator. A perfectly executed blitz by the front 7 for the Pirates, and then great job by Martin with the coverage, staying with the receiver the whole way, and once the ball got to him, making contact, and boom, knocking it down. 4th down, here we go with the punt.
And it is a fake. Up the middle, and it's got a lot of room. 45-40, 35 to the 30. Cutting it back to the 25. He's going to go. 10-5, touchdown, Trinity. They fake the snap to the up back, and Caleb Harmel takes it to the house, and it's 26-0, 25-0.
I hate when you're right, Merle. I hate when you say things and it happens. Gosh.
And, man, they fooled everybody. There were 10 guys behind him before they realized what was happening.
And that's something we've seen, though, all year. Southwestern is very, very aggressive when it comes to their special teams units, especially on punt block, especially on field goal block. And the special teams coordinator for Trinity probably saw that, and Coach Urban and him realized if they're in the middle of the field, why not do something like that on a short 4th and 3rd situation like we just saw, and kudos to them. Great play call.
Huddle for the extra point. Good snap and hold, and this one looked a lot better, and it is better. 7:34 to go first half. Tigers have broken it open 26-0. Showing why they're the number 6 team in the country. You talked about how they want to keep scoring, not only because of what happened last time, but they are leading the conference.
Yeah.
They want to win out so they can get the automatic playoff berth. But, the more they impress people, the higher the seed they were going to get, I imagine, too. So a big win looks more impressive than a squeaker.
And it's not just that, too. It's the home field advantage when it comes to the playoffs. If you can have home field advantage in D3 football playoffs like that, that's so critical. And so Trinity, like you're saying, they're doing their best to secure that, secure the conference, and secure the highest playoff spot they can get.
5-1 overall. Perfect in conference play. They're knocked off Barry, their closest competitor, in a tight ball game about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Lucas Nevins writes in, says, love the coverage. Shout out to the freshmen out there as they keep fighting, especially the young DBs. Not an easy task to control this passing game. Like what I'm seeing from Quincy and DJ. And I agree overall, back to what you were saying a moment ago.
Yeah, it's been very impressive. I mean, that was one of the questions coming in. Can the secondary for the Pirates do their jobs and have no blown assignments and just keep up with these older wide receivers for Trinity? And they have so far in terms of doing their assignments and staying on them. The older wide receivers are just making better plays right now. But that's no knock on our guys at all.
If you get beat, you get beat. You just don't want to beat yourself by having a mental mistake and leaving somebody 20 yards down the field wide open.
Exactly. I'd rather see a guy right there making a very great catch than a guy wide open and we're wondering with our hands up like what's going on. Where's our guy?
So 28, let's check that, 26-0 your score. Give a shout out to Skylar Gillespie, our QA, keeping an eye and an ear on the broadcast, letting us know that all is well. One receiver to the left, 2 to the near side. Spriggs. Handoff right side, trying to get the corner turn. Phillips going to get out to the 25 to the 26-yard line. Short gain of a yard in the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 9. There's just not a lot of running room against these big, strong guys up front. Called his name a lot already. That's James O'Gunran, the senior linebacker.
And, this defense for Trinity right now is reminding me a lot of what the old UMHB defenses looked like when they were on their title runs. Obviously, Trinity beat UMHB this year, but with the pursuit, with the aggressiveness, with the just doing your job, it's reminding me so much of those defenses, and you can see why Trinity is ranked so high this year, because they have a defense that plays so hard just like that.
And a delay game called on Trinity. What that usually is, TJ, you're probably very experienced with this. Some guy across the line barking signals trying to confuse the offense, right?
Yep. I didn't have Trinity getting a delay of game on the defensive side of the ball on my bingo card for today, but I'm glad it happened.
You'll take it. 5 free yards, right? Makes it a manageable 2nd down here. 2nd down and 4 from the 31-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the near side. Pitch out. Phillips going to have the first down and more across the 35 and drug out of bounds to the 40-yard line. That should have been a flag, and there is a flag. Either a horse collar or a face mask or both.
I think it's a late hit. I think it's going to be a personal foul. He threw him like 5 yards outside when they'd already stepped out.
Well, that'll be the 3rd personal foul penalty on Trinity here this afternoon.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 52 of the defense, laid it out of bounds. That's a 15-yard penalty. It's first down. After the penalty, they spot the ball at the 46-yard line.
Well, that puts the ball down at the Trinity 46 with 6:54 to go.
And something to notice right there on that last play, a new offensive lineman going in for the Pirates, a freshman number 62, John Paul Ihitamaatulam.
I was going to point that out, but I didn't want to try that name. Handheld left side, Phillips. Nope, it's going to be Spriggs keeping it. I'm sorry. Down to the 45-yard line. Yeah, I saw Coach tell him to get in the ball game. I thought he was yelling at him about something first because it was in the neighborhood of that flag a moment ago.
It must have been like Eli Taylor who just went back in for John Paul. He must have had his helmet come off or something because he's now back in. Taylor is.
So 2nd down and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Every little thing like that matters for this young offense. If you sub in an offensive lineman like that, it matters. That's why we focus on those kind of things.
Trips wide left. Fake the pitch out. Now Spriggs looking left. Dumps it off on his wide open to the near side of the tight end of the 35 to the 30 and fumbles it out of bounds. But coming back, I think that was, Dominic Davila, who caught his first touchdown pass a couple of weeks ago. Great job making himself available. First down, Pirates.
Kind of wanted the big fella to unhook the trailer right there. Moving a little slow, but did his job to get the first down for the Pirates. Usually, Davila is a blocking tight end.
Right.
We don't typically see him out in making plays with his hands, but like you said, he just had his first touchdown, so maybe Coach Austin sees something where a lot of more potential and using him a little bit more in the passing game.
Boy, Chris Berman rumbling and bumbling. That was the definition right there. That was like a...
Reminded me of Jerome Bettis back in the day.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to try to stop him. Spriggs, draw play. Phillips bounces to the right side, cuts it back, breaks free, 25 to the 20, and going to be knocked out of bounds to the 21-yard line. Very near the first down marker, Devin Phillips, and the Pirates starting to get something going here as the first half winding down.
And Phillips did a great job there of just waiting for the blocks to develop. Sometimes with these younger running backs, you don't see them wait for blocks to develop, and they'll end up running into the defender right there. He waited for the left tackle to secure that block and make the down block, and then went around him, and once he did, that's when the athlete can come out and he can go make moves on the defenders and get a first down for his team.
First down, Pirates at the Tiger 21-yard line. Play action. Pass right side, and there's a flag. They were trying to get it over the middle to Samuel Johnson, and Johnson never had a chance because he was drugged to the turf, and this will be probably half the distance to the goal line and another first down.
And that's the only knock, I guess you can say, on Trinity right now is that defensively playing a little sloppy with the penalties. That's going to be their 5th defensive penalty, I want to say. Yeah.
Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. It's first down.
Yeah, I didn't notice it at first. I thought, where the heck was he throwing it? Then I saw 33 laying on the ground, and it became apparent where he was trying to throw it.
Sometimes as a linebacker, if you get a late jump like that, that's the best you can do is just grab him, bring him down. Hopefully they don't throw the ball to him, but that time they did, and he may have prevented the touchdown. Who knows?
Trips wide left, first down at the 16-yard line. Spriggs dumps it off complete and to the 5 and digging towards the goal line. Going to get it down to the 3. It'll be first and goal. The rugby style is still going. It'll be first and goal at the 3-yard line. Samuel Johnson figuring big on this drive.
You had Johnson, who caused the pass interference on the last play. Johnson makes the catch right there, runs it in for the first down. And that was a great job by the Trinity defender, laying the hit stick on him, not letting him get any more yards to get close to that end zone. But again, Merle, in the red zone, have to capitalize here for the Pirates.
Yeah, 3 is useless. Needs 7. Colby Bartlett into the ball game. Line up to the left side of Spriggs. One receiver left, one to the near side. They give it to Bartlett. Right side, digging towards the goal line. Lunges across, touchdown Pirates. Welcome back, Colby Bartlett.
Colby Bartlett. You thought he was going to be dead in the water back there. He wanted to get in the end zone, Merle. He missed the end zone.
Yes.
Kept his legs churning, reaches out for the end zone, and the Pirates finally, here in the second quarter, get their first touchdown of the day.
4:51 to go, first half. Charlie Fournier on for the extra point. Pirates getting all their personnel in place. Plenty of time, still 12 seconds on the play clock. Gomez the holder. Good snap and hold. The kick by Fournier. Right between the uprights, and the Pirates are on the board with 4:51 to go here in this first half, 26-7.
The best drive of the day so far for the Pirates.
Completely agree. We'll take a quick break, see if the defense can get something going here now. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on Vype.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here. Jordan Battles leaps over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
How does that sound?
Welcome back to Birkelbach Field here in Georgetown, Texas. Merle Bertrand, TJ Vale, and Melvin Jones, Chuck Cracy, Akoya Anderson, Harley Hudson, and Skylar Gillespie here from Vype to bring you this football game on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. 26-7 your score. Fournier set to kick it away. There's that little pooch kick that causes so many teams so much trouble. Fielded at the 23 to the 25 to the 30, and breaking free. Got to get him down across the 30 to the 35. Still on his feet to the 38-yard line. Man, oh man. That was a heck of an effort there by Johnny Milo.
And Milo probably didn't expect to get too much time with the ball today, so he was taking as much of advantage as he can right there.
All right, TJ, 4:42 to go first half. You've at least got yourself back in the parking lot of the stadium to get back in the ball game. Do I even need to say you're going to get the ball to start the second half? Don't give up a cheap score here.
Well, the thing is, don't give up a cheap score, but I think after a great drive like that offensively, the defense is going to come out inspired. I think a turnover is in their future here today.
I like the way you're thinking. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Handoff up the middle, and good response there by the Pirate run defense. That's the strength of the team. Only a gain of about 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7. Host the Pirates getting up from the bottom of the pile. Legend Grigsby on the carry.
Grigsby on the carry.
Picked up 4, 2nd and 6 from the 42-yard line. Horn in the shotgun. Looking right, fires over the right side and batted away again. Good coverage. He's been busy out there. DJ James with another nice play.
And he must have been practicing this all week, Merle, because the way he is staying on these receivers right now is something that we haven't seen all year. He's right there on their hip the whole route. Doesn't matter what kind of route it is, whether it's a slant route, out route, even the crossing route that they scored on. He was right there on top of them. impressive showing by DJ James so far today.
3rd and long, got to get off the field, get the ball back in the hands of your offense. Trips wide right in a triangle, one to the near side. Horn in the shotgun. Dropping back, pressure coming, fires over to the right side, got a receiver caught to the 20 and drugged down from behind at the 16-yard line. James saving the touchdown, but really the first time today that a receiver found himself wide open, and it was Cole Monago.
And it was that pre-snap motion that just confused the Pirates defense right there. They didn't know who they were going to have, and right there with that crossing route that we saw, it just left the wide receiver wide open, and it's the first blown assignment that we've seen today from him. And at a very inopportune time.
Tigers pick up the first down at the 18-yard line. Horn in the shotgun, looking left. Good protection, has all day. Now dumps it off right side, complete to the 10, to the 5, and down at a bounds at the 2-yard line. They get it down the field to Will Taylor. Sets up a 1st and goal.
And a new offense. Horn's going to go to the sideline. Maybe bringing in a wildcat look or just a bigger front. And it's their heavy set.
Hutchinson lined up to the right side. Colin Bishop going to keep it himself, and he's upended at the 1-yard line. Peyton Ludeman crashing in there. Bishop the holder on the special teams, the backup quarterback, and yeah, he's a much bigger fella. 6 foot, 205-pounder.
I've never understood that, Merle. You bring in your heavy set, you bring in your biggest offensive lineman, but for some reason you run outside.
Yeah.
I've never understood that. Maybe that's just the offensive lineman and me speaking, but it doesn't make sense to me.
2nd and goal from about the 1.5-yard line. Bishop again, same play, right side. Same result. Pirate defense crashing the ball. He lost a couple of yards. Ludeman again leading the charge. Had some help by Cam Willis-Roberson.
Bend don't break. Bend don't break.
Right.
It looks like Horn might be coming back out here.
Horn comes back in. They've had enough of that.
Coach Urban said, if you're not going to run behind these guys, what's the point?
3rd and goal from about the 3. Still time to get that turnover you called for, TJ.
I feel it.
Horn in the shotgun. Dropping back, looking left, pressure coming, fires over to the left side. That ball is intercepted. It was, they're going to say
it's
Oh, man, he hauled it in. Great play by Jameer Martin. We've called his name all day long, but the officials right there said he was out of bounds.
Merle, if he would have got that inbound, you would not have heard the end of it from me. I would have been insufferable up here.
You mean more insufferable, right?
Even more.
What a great play. I thought he had it.
I mean, Chuck's saying he did have it.
Yeah, Chuck is right down there. He said he had it. That happened last year in a game.
Against TOU, right there on the 20-yard line.
Yep.
That was Elijah Norris that tried to pull. If they would have pulled it in, we would have won.
That's right. Huddle for a 20-yard field goal from the far hash. The kick is up. And the Tigers salvaged 3 out of it to expand the lead to 29-7. But it keeps it a 3-possession game. That's a big stand there by the Pirate defense.
Oh, 100%. You go from them being right there on the 2-yard line to make on 1st and goal to making a stop and then almost getting a turnover right there and only allowing 3 points. Huge stop right there for the Pirates defense.
And you're not done. You've got 1:45 on the clock, and you've got 2 timeouts remaining. You might, at least get 3 more points here before halftime.
Yeah.
And get the ball to start the second half.
Take that momentum from your last offensive drive and bring it back onto the field right now. They know they can score now. That's the thing. Believe in your abilities, believe in yourself that you can do it, and I think now they do have that belief in themselves.
Right. So Garza on the far side. Trying to get a look here on the near side for the Pirate return team. Where am I hearing that band music from?
Southwestern Band.
There it is, right down there, yeah.
The Band of Pirates.
Sounded bigger than they are.
And that's like a double entendre. It's Band of Pirates.
Yeah.
Pirates. I don't know how to describe it.
Well played.
The way Coach Austin described it to me, it's the Band of Pirates. It's like, all right, Coach, whatever.
Kickoff goes into the end zone, so no time comes off the clock. Pirates with 105 seconds and 2 timeouts to try to get some more points around the board. It is weird to say you're down by 22 points, but this is the best they've looked all season, at least at home, even with the win against Birmingham Southern.
They're playing very good football right now, and I think here on this first play action pass, get it to your wide receiver in the open space, and just get a positive play to start this drive.
Trips wide left, one to the near side. Spriggs dropping back, quarterback draw. Got some running room, right side, cuts it up to 30, slides down. Out to the 31-yard line, gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. And one of the Trinity players a little slow to get up.
Yeah, I was a little worried that was Spriggs that was slow to get
too.
up. You know, he's a young quarterback, and so he likes to try and get as much as he can. And that late slide looked like it almost cost him because the Trinity defender came on the backside as well as the front side.
2nd down and 4 from the 31-yard line, same formation. Spriggs pitch out right side to Phillips. Cuts it up to 35, and they're going to stay in bounds. I was going to say got out of bounds. Caught a bit of a break there. I thought he was still in bounds, but they stopped the clock. Unless they give him a first down. That's why they stopped the clock.
They're giving him the first, yeah.
Got a great spot then.
I thought he was at least a yard short.
Yeah, me too.
And that's coming from me. I'm very pro Southwestern.
Inside of a minute to go. Clock moving again. 1st down 10 at the 35-yard line. Pirates really in no hurry. I'm kind of surprised.
I want to see one shot, Dean.
Me too.
Just one.
Trips to the left, 2 to the near side, and an empty back set for Spriggs, a freshman quarterback. Low snap, picks it off the carpet, in trouble. Oh, he's going to go down at the 30. Let's see if we call a timeout or if they just get to the locker room.
You almost think maybe Trinity would call timeout there.
That's true.
Because they have all 3.
Clock
no, they have 2. Sorry.
Clock still rolling, 15 seconds. They might call a timeout with 2 seconds and just take a Hail Mary here.
Coach Austin taking off his headset? I don't think so.
No. Well, we've reached the end of the first half. 29-7 your score. An intriguing football game. And Coach greeting his players as they head to the locker room. We'll wait for him to talk to to Chuck Tracy. And if you guys are ready, Chuck, take it away.
Okay, Coach. Pretty intense first half of football against a pretty highly ranked and quality opponent. Your defense is playing pretty well. The secondary, it's pretty good coverage, but, there's some tight passes. What are your thoughts on the first half?
Their quarterback's amazing, isn't he?
He is.
He is the best quarterback in Division III. He can play a lot of places. He started in Division I, and we're making him work. And we're making him throw it deep on 3rd down, right? We're taking him out of what they like to do. So we're giving everything we can in front of our effort.
Well, Coach, are there going to be any adjustments you make in the second half to try to push the ball further downfield, maybe in the run game?
We've got our game plan, and we're doing okay. We move the ball into the red zone twice. So we just need to continue to try to be consistent in football.
Well, good luck with it, Coach. We'll see you in the second half. And there you go, Merle. Sounds like Coach is pretty satisfied with the effort. And like I said, there's a quiet intensity here on the sideline. The Pirates are certainly not intimidated going against the number 6 team in the country.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Chuck. I thought the word you used to describe it was perfect. Intense. That's exactly right.
Yeah, there's not a lot of goofing off on the sideline like you might typically see from week to week. And I know that sounds probably drowning me out. So I'm going to send it back to you.
All right. Well, thank you, Chuck. And 29-7 your score here at the end of the first half. Hopefully we'll get some stats put together. Your thoughts in the first half, TJ?
I'm impressed. I think right now, like we said, this is one of the most complete games they've played. At least offensively and defensively. Now it's just about putting the points on the board to represent that.
Right.
They've had the opportunities in the red zone. They've had the opportunities with field goals. Just got to convert. Just got to put the points on the board, and we can cut this lead down for Trinity.
Yeah, and we will get the football first to start the second half. Down 29-7, your score here at the halftime break. 20-minute halftime. There's about 18 minutes left. So I'm going to turn it over to the man himself, Mr. Melvin Jones. He'll get you caught up with what's going on around the country. Texas hasn't started yet. We're not going to tell anything about that anyway because I'm recording it. It's all about me. So take it away, Melvin Jones.
Fellas, great first half by the Pirates, possibly the best first half that they've played all season. Quick look, it is a very, very light day, but it is rivalry day across the country. At the shoe right now, 7:57 to go in the fourth quarter. Number 3, Ohio State University, up 13-6 over number 7, Penn State, in the big game of the day. Finally, Oklahoma scores. Number 6, Oklahoma leads Central Florida 24-23. Indianapolis, Air Force, 17-6. That game is about to wrap up. 50 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And down in Birmingham, Alabama, Memphis, 45-21 over the, what are they, the Dragons? UAB. We just call it UAB. The other two scores that is going on right now in league play has not updated. They have kicked off. Center and Millsaps, as well as Berry and Sewanee. Later on tonight, 7 o'clock, it is Game 5 of the NLCX down in Phoenix. Series tied at 2 after the Phillies completely blew that game last night in the 8th inning. 15 minutes to go here in the halftime. 30 minutes down. 30 minutes to go here at Birkelbach. When we come back, TJ, Merle, Chuck, they'll take you the rest of the way. I would chip in every now and then for some updates as the late afternoon slate is about to kick off in about 15 minutes. 29-7. Number 6 Trinity leads your Pirates of Southwestern, and you are watching Pirate Football on Vype Live.
Pirate Athletics would like to thank the following corporate partners for their continued support. John F. Lewis, CPA, House of Games, Chisholm Trail Pediatrics, HEB, Jersey Mike's on Williams Drive, The League Kitchen and Tavern, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick and Volkswagen, Eagles Wings, Gary Brown CPA, State Farm Agent Stephanie Featherstone, Dixon L at the Sheraton, and GTX Wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start the second half of play, we would like to express our appreciation to the following corporate partners of Pirate Football: First Texas Bank, HEB, Double Dave's Pizza, Minuteman Press and Waterboy Graphics, Primerica Financial Solutions, Baylor Scott & White, Eagles Wings, Schlotzky's, GTX Wealth, Mighty Fine Burger Fries and Shakes, and Rudy's Barbecue and Country Store. Thank you for your support of Pirate Athletics.
Probably look at him over. And welcome back to Birkelbach Field. Halftime winding down. Merle Bertrand, TJ Vela, Melvin Jones here with you. 29-7 your score. And the Pirates get the football first to start the second half, TJ. Kind of an old cliche. That first drive of the second half was always the most important one. But the Pirates going to get back in this football game. It's the most important drive of the game.
No, I completely agree with that right there. I mean, we saw the momentum starting to swing there at the end of at the first half. And hopefully, as we go into the locker room, I know Coach Austin and all the other coaches probably had some strong words of encouragement for the team. Hopefully they can come out and have a great first drive, similar to what we saw Trinity and how they started the game off in their first drive.
The Pirates get the football first, going from left to right. Give a shout out to my mom tuned in from the great state of Illinois. Email still open, southwesternfb@gmail.com. If you want to give a shout out to your favorite player on either side, let us know where you tune into the broadcast from. Beautiful day here in Georgetown. Temperature about 92, 93 degrees. Sun has burnt through the clouds. But we'll take it. Great crowd on hand.
Back deep to receive for the Pirates.
Just waiting. Okay, here we go. The kickoff and we're underway. After all that drama, the kickoff sails into and out of the end zone.
That kicker has a long routine, right?
He does, yeah.
We noticed that on kickoffs and then on the field goals. He has a long routine. You could make a little brunch right there just in waiting for him. That's how long he takes.
So the Pirate offense come out first possession of the second half. First down 10 at their own 25-yard line. Moving from left to right. Jalen Spriggs, Sam LeBlue. Talk about the depth in the running back position. The sophomore, he's almost an old man out there, making his first appearance of the afternoon. One receiver left to the near side. And play action. Spriggs rolling to his right, dumps it off underneath. Complete at the 34-yard line. About a yard shy of the first down. Dugan Sexton having a nice ball game. We'll check the flag over the middle of the field.
It came from the back judge, and I'm not too sure what he saw. Because there wasn't any contact on the actual route unless it was on a push-off on the out route. But it looks like it the way the refs
the way he's oriented.
Towards.
Fire the pass. Holding. Defense, number 24. That's a 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Well, the good news is it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down for the Pirates. The bad news is it takes the play away from Dugan Sexton.
I'm sure he won't care. He's a team player, knowing him.
Having a good ball game, though, today.
Some great catches in traffic, some great catches with just people all around him. I mean, he's showing a lot of promise here today.
Sexton, the junior out of Frisco, Wakeland. Hand off the blue, left side, and he's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage, actually losing a yard on the play. Going to bring up a second down and 11. That was Jacob Munoz from Cedar Park, not too far away from here.
And it's that Trinity defensive line. We've said it all game. They're playing very aggressively. Once they see these pulls from these Southwestern D linemen, they're just following them. That's all they're doing. They're not, honestly, if Spriggs reads that, he can pull it and then take it for himself. But, I mean, at that point, too, their pursuit with the linebackers over top, they'll still get to Spriggs likely. So we'll see here how Southwestern wants to combat that.
Second and 11 from the 34-yard line. One receiver left, trips to the near side. Spriggs, hand off the blue, and boy, just nothing doing. Loss of another yard, going to bring up a third down and about 12.
And the strength of LeBlue is getting him in open space, getting him in opportunities and one-on-one opportunities where he can use his shiftiness to make big plays happen. And right there, it runs up the middle. Those aren't his forte. That's why we don't typically see him in on these situations. He's more of a passing running back, or catching running back, should I say. Now a long third down here for the Pirates.
Third and 12 from the 33-yard line. Two receivers left, and two to the near side. Spriggs in the shotgun. Pirates looking to convert. Pressure coming up the middle. He's in trouble. Spriggs breaks free at first, but then can't get by the second wave. He's going to be sacked for a loss back at the 28-yard line. That was Camden Terry. We'll get credit with that sack. Nice job there by Spriggs. The first time getting free, but just too much pressure coming up the middle.
A 6-man blitz coming from Trinity. It's basically when you're an offensive lineman right there and then the running back, it's just a man-on-man situation. We called it Bob, big on big, and you just have to get your one guy and make sure he doesn't make the tackle. But right there, just great job by Trinity, just blitzing right into the gaps of Southwestern and not allowing the offensive line to sustain their blocks and pursuing Spriggs as he continued to try and scramble, and they got the sack.
Fournier with another beautiful punt. Man, oh man. And it's going to take a Pirate roll to the 38-yard line, and good coverage down the field. Returned out to the 41-yard line. That's where Trinity will take over. First down 10 at the 41-yard line. Pirates with just 32 yards rushing in the entire first half.
I mean, that's just a testament to the defensive line and the linebacker core of Trinity. I mean, they've been doing so well of just making sure they're staying and reading their keys, and once they do, they're attacking.
Trinity with 368 yards in the first half to the Pirates 112.
And one thing to mention after that punt, Trinity hasn't started within their
That's
own
true.
20. They've always had great field position to start their drives, and that's a big reason why they're up 29-7 here, I think.
First down 10 at the 41-yard line. Horn. Swing pass, left side, gets a great block in the edge to the 45, cuts it across the 50, tripped up and dives down to the 46-yard line. The swing pass complete to Caleb Crawford.
And Carter Self, the lead blocker there on that screen pass for Carper. I mean, he did a great job of just maintaining that block and springing his teammate on for the first down, but now it looks like he's down.
Yeah, he was got up, and now he's sitting down there at the 47-yard line. Stops the clock with 12:04 to go third quarter, 29-7 Trinity on top. Looking at some of the other numbers here. These are live stats, so they're a little bit beyond halftime, but it'll give you the idea. They ran 36 plays. We ran 33. That's pretty even. They averaged 10.6 yards per play. The Pirates 3.4.
That's a big discrepancy right there. And you could argue that some of those were the bigger plays for Trinity when they were able to throw a deep ball here and there, but still, that's a 7-yard difference in average. I mean, that's huge.
3 of 6 on third down. Pirates 0 out of 5. And, of course, 1 of 1 on fourth down on the fake punt that went for a touchdown. So, snapshot of the stats. First down 10 at the 46-yard line. Horn. Play action. Looking right. Firing right side. And that ball is caught. Incomplete. Trying to get it out there to number 87, Matthew Kovacek. But good coverage down the field for the Pirates by Jameer Martin. Boy, he's been busy today.
Martin, James, all of those guys. Quincy, they've all been busy today.
So second down and 10. 11:51 to go. This quarter seems like it's gotten off to a weird start. A little herky-jerky here somehow.
Herky-jerky.
Second down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Horn. Play action again. Pass left side, complete to the 38, to the 35 up the sideline, and knocked out of bounds at the 30. That's Merrifield. Got off to a quick start for Trinity. And reemerges here to start the second half down to the Pirate 29-yard line.
And Trinity hasn't relied on the hitch route since that first drive with Merrifield, and they go back to it here now in the third quarter, finding him on that hitch route, and a big gain there for a first down.
Triangle trips to the right, one receiver near side. First down 10 at the 29-yard line. Horn dropping back, good protection again. Now the pocket breaks down, flushes him out of the pocket, dumps it off underneath, complete to the 22-yard line, dropped, reached out to the 20. We'll see where they spot it, but they get it down the field to Will Taylor. That'd be good for another first down.
And I'm just waiting for the Southwestern defensive line to get there. They're making so much havoc happen. Yeah. They're getting pressure on Horn. They're just not able to get to him because Horn does a good job with his feet, just stepping up in the pocket, staying alive, and then once he gets out of it, finding an open receiver like we saw right there with Taylor.
You keep waiting for him to make a mistake, and he just never does. Second down and 2 from the 21-yard line. Dropping back, pump fake. Pass to the right side, and that ball is batted away and incomplete. Good coverage again down the field by DJ James. Stride for stride with the intended receiver.
And they tried to get James there on the fish hook route, but we've seen it all day. He stayed with these receivers hip by hip. And right there, a ball that was, I would say, a little underthrown by Horn.
Right.
If James a little quicker turning around, he could have a pick there. But no, great defense by him either way. 3rd and 3.
Probably in 4-down territory here, although they are in field goal range. 3rd down and 3 from the 21-yard line. Handoff, right side, and not going to get there. To the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Who's that getting up from the bottom of the pile? Still haven't seen it.
It's like Malik.
Malik McDonald, yeah. He's been causing havoc in the backfield.
And it's that defensive line that we said was the strength of Southwestern all year.
Right.
We've relied on them to make those types of plays, and we're going to rely on them right here. A big 4th down coming up. Watch the hard count from Horn.
Yeah, 4th down and 2. Offense stays in the field, going for the kill shot. Horn in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5. I don't think they're going to snap it. Oh, they do snap it. Hit as he throws that ball over here to the near side, and incomplete. Pressure coming up in the middle. That was Ludeman, I think, and he forced Horn to get rid of that football earlier than he wanted to. And the Pirate defense gets a huge stop to start the second half.
Yeah, Horn felt so uncomfortable back there once he felt Ludeman coming. The wide receiver wasn't even ready for the ball to come to him. They didn't even know where the ball was. Great job by the Pirates defense there. What we say, bend, don't break. Great job by them sustaining that momentum now for the Pirate offense to come back on the field and make something happen.
Offense a little anemic on the first possession of the second half. Let's see what they do here. 9:47 to go, 3rd quarter. 29-7. Pirates kind of hanging around right now. Spriggs in a quarterback, 1 receiver left, 2 to the near side. Phillips lined up in the backfield. Play action, Spriggs looking right, and that ball batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
He was looking for Coleman Robertson on the in route. But again, the defensive line for Trinity, they've been doing everything, making pressure happen, but that time batting the ball down at the line of scrimmage. Those are always so frustrating as an offensive lineman because you do your job, you block your guy, and at the last second he jumps up and knocks the ball down. It's like, what can I do wrong now?
2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. Phillips comes in motion. Fake the shuttle pass him underneath. Come back to the left side. Complete. Oh, to the 20. Yeah, he dropped it. I thought he dropped it. He tried to sell it. Samuel Johnson maybe tried to run before he had that football tucked away. He had some running room on the right side, too.
Highly unfortunate because, like he said, he had blockers, he had running room, and the whole Trinity defense was flowing the other way because of the play fake.
We might see that one again before this day is done. But right now, it's 3rd down and 10 at the 22-yard line. 1 receiver left, trips to the near side. Spriggs dropping back. They rush 3, picked up all day to throw. Ball deflected at the line of scrimmage and almost intercepted. 2 tip passes right at the line of scrimmage, and that'll kill this drive here by the Pirates.
And that's something we haven't even seen all year, Merle.
That's true.
We haven't seen Spriggs passes get tipped to the line of scrimmage all year. And here in the 3rd quarter, we see it twice.
Yeah.
On the same drive. Just it's those little things that just, how does that happen? Like, why that at that time you think the Southwestern offense is going to get things going? Little things like that prevent that from happening.
So the punting unit on again here for the Pirates. 4 and the Ace had a good day today, and that one's almost blocked, but he gets it away clean. Fair catch called for a mate at the 48-yard line. Relatively short punt of about 30 yards. And Melvin is gesticulating wildly to my left. Take it away, Melvin.
Crazy atmosphere in Norman. Oklahoma had the lead 31-23 with about a minute and a half to go. UCF goes all the way down to the field. Touchdown. Missed the 2-point conversion. Oklahoma escapes 31-29 over UCF.
Did you say gesticulating?
I said gesticulating.
I've never heard that before.
That means he was waving his hand.
Ah, okay.
First down, 10 at the 47-yard line. Handoff left side. Across the 45, pinned it at the 40 and dives down to the 37-yard line. Hard running again by Winston Hutchison. And we got an injured Pirate on the play. That's DJ James getting up awful slow.
And that's not good. It looks like an ankle injury. He's not the guy the Pirates need to go down right now, considering how well he's played today.
Getting up and trying to walk it off.
Maybe a shin splint or something like that.
No, I can't get used to the whole realignment thing in college football. That UCF is in the same conference as Oklahoma. I mean, that seems like
that's weird. That
it
is a little
should
weird.
just be kind of a throwaway game, but that really had implications. Second down and 1 at the 38-yard line. Pistol formation here for the Tigers. Horn, handoff right side, going to have the first down. Hutchison appended again at the 36-yard line. Boy, Peyton Ludeman, his career winding down here. He's still playing hard. He's got a great fan club down below us here of about 12 folks.
You think I can get a custom shirt made like that with Ludeman on the back, Merle? Think if I ask his mom?
I don't see why not.
I'll Facebook Messenger after this game. I'll get one for you too.
Okay.
The whole press box, actually.
What a career he's had here for Southwestern. Fought his way back from injury last year to get in the lineup in the second half of the season. First down 10 at the 36-yard line. Pistol formation again here for Horn. Horn, handoff left side. Hutchison up the middle to the 35. Digging for more down to the 32. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. Second down and 6. Malik McDonald again getting up from the bottom of the pile. Alec Gomez involved.
He's someone we haven't called too much today.
That's true.
Alec Gomez. And he's normally someone we're calling all the time. But because of how Trinity plays with their deep passes, with their runs that have been going for at least 5 yards, we just haven't been able to call him as much because his forte is making plays in the backfield.
Right. Second down and 6, 7.5 to go, third quarter. Horn, play action, dropping back, under pressure, pivots to his left. Pirates calling for a hold, dumped it off underneath, and completed the 21-yard line and out of bounds, good for a first down. Man, oh man. Jason Lund was in Horn's face, flushed him out of the pocket. Pirates wanted the hold. They don't get the call. It's a first down for the Tigers.
They're getting so close to holding Lund, it seems like on every instance, but at the right time, the offensive lineman just lets go and lets Lund just kind of trickle back there, and then Horn does the rest.
Trinity on the move again. First down, just outside the red zone. Ball spotted across the 20-yard line. Horn, play action. Fade pattern, left side, going for it, wide open, caught, touchdown. Ryan Merrifield hauls it in. And Southwestern Trinity gets back the 6 they gave up late in the first half. They increase their lead now to 35-7 with the extra point pending.
And that's what you miss when you don't get that pressure on the quarterback. When you have a good offensive line like Trinity has, it allows those deeper routes to develop. We see that corner route go, and a perfect throw from Horn. A great catch from Merrifield. 6 points for the Tigers.
And how many times a day have we said a perfect throw from Horn?
Too many times.
Too many times.
Too many times that I'd like to say.
Huddle on for the extra point. High snap, good hold, kick is up. Over the roof into the parking lot, 36-7 with 6:52 to go. Well, CJ pointed out, I haven't even thanked the sponsors, so I better do that here.
We're going to get in trouble if you don't.
Yeah, we are. Antioch of Georgetown, Baylor Scott and White Healthcare, Chappelle Realty Group, Chisholm Trail Pediatrics, Don Hewlett Buick and Chevrolet, Double Days Pizza, Eagles Wings Home Improvement Services, First Texas Bank, Gary Brown CPA, Mighty Fine Burgers, Fries, and Shakes, Minuteman Press, Primerica Financial Solutions, Rudy's Barbecue, John F. Lewis CPA, Schlotzsky's at Georgetown, Bricks and Ale at the Sheraton, 70 Featherstone with State Farm, Georgetown Shirt Company, HEB, House of Gaines, Ross and Champion CPA, GTX Wealth, Jersey Mike Subs, and the League Kitchen and Tavern. I want to thank the folks at Jersey Mike Subs for the grub here at halftime.
Man, I said it at halftime. That was the best one we've had all year.
That was good stuff.
Shout out Jersey Mike's. I'd never even had Jersey Mike's before.
Haven't seen the commercial with Danny DeVito?
I have actually. I've seen that.
Everybody needs a paycheck, I guess. Even Danny DeVito.
I feel like he's the guy who can always just find a random paycheck.
Kickoff from the 35-yard line, and this one might be returnable. Nope, it's going to land 5 yards deep in the end zone. And the Pirates will try to get something going on offense down here, 36-7. Don't forget to join us Monday night. Speaking of the Bricks and Ale at the Sheraton, Jack's Lounge inside the beautiful Georgetown Sheraton. Monday night, SU Football Weekly at 6 o'clock. We'll be talking about this game, and Pirates heading into the bye week rather late in the season.
Yeah, very late. Very late bye week. As a player, you always wanted it to be kind of the midway point of the season so you can have that rest. I mean, at the end of the season, it really doesn't matter. Like, for example, my high school team, their bye week is week 11, like right before the playoffs. So you go a whole 10 weeks of playing straight football, your body doesn't get any rest.
Colby Bartlett on the carry, probably wanted to give it back as Trinity there. Crashing into the backfield on the stop was A.J. Townsend from Klein Collins in Houston. Yeah, that's a weird time to have a bye week.
And, I mean, it helps if you make the playoffs, right? Because it's like back in the day with district champions, they would have the bye week before the playoffs, before they actually played. But last year, they went 1-9, so their season ended early, basically. So they didn't even play November football. Talk about December football.
That's
Get November first.
Second down and 12 at the 23-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and again, Bartlett's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 20-yard line. That's not his fault. Same guy involved on the play. A.J. Townsend, the senior out of Klein Collins in spring, back-to-back tackle for losses.
And back-to-back counter plays, just different directions.
Right.
Right now in this third quarter, we've seen a lot of counter action from Southwestern, but it hasn't yielded any positive results. I don't think we've gotten a positive play out of a counter yet.
And now the Pirates facing a 3rd and long, 3rd and 14 from the 21-yard line. Two receivers left, Sexton split here to the near side. Spriggs, draw a play, and stiff arm out across 25. Oh, knocked out of bounds at the 28-yard line, flung out of bounds. Colby Bartlett on the carry. That's when you kind of wish he puts the shoulder down and it kind of plows ahead. He might have picked up a few more yards.
He could have, but I mean, number 52, James Oga in there. He's a big fella.
He's a big guy, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't blame him. I wish I would have saw the shoulder go down a little bit, but another 3rd and out for the Pirates, and Trinity's going to get the ball right back. They brought a lot of pressure last time.
Yep. 28 set to punt it away again from the 15-yard line. Well, they almost got to it again, but a pretty good punt this time. Fair catch call for made at the 41-yard line. And you said it a moment ago, this is not a recording. They've had the ball at about between the 40 and the 45-yard line, I think, every single possession of the ball game.
I mean, they're already a high-powered offense.
Right.
And then you're just going to give them the great field position like that. It's tough to beat an offense like that when you're only giving them 60 yards to the end zone.
Right. And they're good punts. All the punts have been over 40 yards, but when you're kicking it from your 15-yard line, do the math.
Yeah. We said it earlier. There's a reason why Fournier, I think it was like 2 weeks ago when we played Barry here, only like one of Fournier's punts had been inside the 20, but it's because most of the time he's kicking on the other side of the 50-yard line, like deep into it.
So first down and 10 Tigers from their own 42-yard line. Play action. New quarterback in. Dumps it off underneath. I think it's Bishop back in the ball game. And his first pass falls incomplete. This is actually, that is number 8, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
That's either. Oh, Ryan Back, quarterback. Another former Vandergrift Viper.
So you know all about him, Merle?
Yeah, I should recognize that right away. A junior out of Austin Vandergrift. So Horn seems a little early to take him out of the game. I didn't see him get shaken up at all.
Maybe Coach Urban just wants to play it safe.
And now a flag comes in, and Trinity You know, you bring in a new quarterback, doesn't matter who it is. We've seen this with the Southwestern Pirates. When you bring in somebody new, you get out of rhythm sometimes.
I mean, he's been sitting on the bench all day. Didn't think he was probably going to get into the fourth quarter. It's those nerves, too.
Yep. That'll bring up a second down and 15 now from the 37-yard line. 4:33 to go third quarter, 36-7, Trinity on top. Back, dropping back, under pressure by Ludeman. Ludeman chasing him, dumps it off underneath. Oh, what a one-handed catch to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, and shoved out of bounds. Man, oh man, oh man. Will Taylor just reach out there, and Fred Bolitnikoff that one with the stickum.
That's an old school reference.
Very
right there.
old school.
There's a lot of our listeners are not going to get that one, but a great reference nonetheless. But an even better catch by Taylor. I mean, I thought that was going to just knock out of his hands and go straight to the turf.
First down and 10 at the Pirate 33. Back says thank you very much. Two receivers wide right, trips wide right, one on the near side. Back, dropping back, good protection, fires over the middle of the field, wide open, caught, touchdown. Peyton Ludeman flashing across the field, thought he was going to get there in the nick of time, can't quite get there, and Ethan Boyer takes it in. And now Trinity is looking more and more like the Trinity we expected to see when we got here today at about 12 o'clock.
It's a game of inches, right? Right there on that one. Peyton Ludeman swipes at it with his right hand, just goes right underneath it. I think if he goes in with two hands there to try and block it, maybe it gives him more of a chance to knock it down. But I think just great focus, too, by the wide receiver for Trinity to be able to pull that one in and get a big touchdown.
So huddle for the extra point. And the kick is up. And the kick is good. 3:52 to go, third quarter. New score now 43-7 in favor of the Trinity Tigers. You know, Southwestern has been kind of a second half team. They played better in the second half than the first half, but right now Trinity, you know, their coaches got to them a little bit, and they've come out here with a little bit more fire in the eye and fire in the belly, I think.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, we've had 3 and outs, and defensively, it's been a short field that they've had to deal with. It's not a good combination from that regard, but I think too, when we look at Ryan Beck, the Pirates need to take him seriously. That's who they're going to be facing for the next few years, with Horn graduating this year. I mean, he's only a junior. He likely has 2 years left there if he has a redshirt year, and they have the graduate school at Trinity, obviously. So this is like, you have to stay in this game. You mentally have to stay in this game.
Right.
Because there's a lot of implications later on, I think, that are going to be bigger.
So the Pirates have 18 minutes and 52 seconds to kind of find out what they're made of. Good first half, despite what the scoreboard said. And this kickoff is going to go into and out of the end zone. And for Southwestern, you just want to get something going here. You've been stymied completely in the second half.
Just get a first down, get something going, and get that belief back in yourself. We talked about it. They had that really great drive. They had that confidence in themselves, and it seems lost here now, late in the third quarter.
Trinity will take on Millsaps College next Saturday. That'll be a home game down in San Antonio.
Man, I feel bad for Millsaps. They have to go all the way down there to San Antonio. Sorry, Melvin.
Trips wide left, shoot to the near side. Spriggs stays in at quarterback, empty back set. Dropping back, pass over the middle of the field, and almost a great catch. In and out of the hand, diving forward across the middle of the field.
Fastball's incomplete.
Try to get it to Vance Mills. Haven't called his name today.
It was a good pass. Put it where Mills could catch it, but it would have been a tough catch.
We're seeing Colby Bartlett in at running back. He's also playing some wide receiver, which is what he played last year. So trying to get a good athlete on the field in multiple ways.
Wasn't last year he only played running back because of the injuries?
I think you're right, and he actually turned out to be pretty good at it.
Yeah.
That pass complete out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Gain of about 7 yards on the play. Going to bring up a third down and a long 3.
It was like, Coach Austin, just put me where you need me to be, and I'll make plays for your team last year. And he's made plays this year, I mean, when he's been healthy. Obviously, we saw him on the touchdown run earlier.
Coleman Robinson on the receiving end of that pass there. 3rd down and 3. Got to pick this up. Give your defense a chance to regroup, get your offense back in a groove. The receiver's left, trips here to the near side. 3rd down and 3 coming up from the 32-yard line. Spriggs dumps it off and over the middle. Complete. Good for a Pirate 1st down. Needed 3, picked up 5. And a good catch that time by Vance Mills. Yet another freshman out of New Braunfels.
And just a quick pitch and catch there, quick slant. Good job by Mills to haul that in with a defender right on his back. And finally, we get a 1st down here from the Pirates.
Out to the 37-yard line.
Just need that one domino to fall, Merle, and it could start some momentum.
Trips to the near side. Spriggs rolling to his right. That ball is actually, like I say, incomplete pass. Picked up on the near side just to be on the safe side, but Spriggs hit from behind as he was trying to throw the football. It's going to go in the books as an incompletion, which is unfortunate.
It would have been a good gain.
Yeah, Coleman Robertson picked it up on the hop and picked up about 8 yards. Instead of 2nd and 10, back at the 37-yard line. Again, the email open, southwesternfb@gmail.com. 50 back set again for Spriggs. Dropping back, pressure coming from the corners. He ducks through it. Now he's got some running room. And he's going to slide down back to the line of scrimmage. I wouldn't want to run in number 52 either. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 11.
And it's something that Trinity's been doing all day. They have the pressure, but they've also had the QB spy. We haven't necessarily needed to call it out because they've usually gotten there with the pressure. But finally, it looked like Spriggs was going to get out, make a play, but the linebacker stays in with the QB spy, and unfortunately Spriggs saw that and he went right down. So
James O'Gunran out of Episcopal High School in Houston. There's been a menace here in the 2nd half. 3rd down and 10 at the 37. Pass over here to the right side, and that ball is incomplete. Try to get it to Dugan Sexton, but he was covered by his opposite number. That was Casey Hampton. And the Pirates will be forced to punt it away again. 4th down coming up from the 37-yard line.
You kind of wish that Dugan right there fights back towards the ball because the defender for Trinity didn't turn around at all.
Right, so you get the pass interference.
Yeah, you can at least get the pass interference, extend this drive. Obviously, you don't make the catch, you don't get the yards, but you help extend this drive for your team, who is not, right now in the 3rd quarter, has had success offensively.
Fournier somehow got that through the on-rushing punt rush. And a fair catch call for made finally at the 25-yard line. They've got to go more than 55 yards. But with 1:38 to go, Trinity gets it back, already up by 43-7.
Number 81, Cam Herron.
Any conference scores going on, Melvin, that you've been able to try? You know, you mentioned earlier they weren't posting anything yet. Have you managed to see anything in the SAA at all?
They finally posted both of them, actually. There is a final center 59-20 over Millsaps.
Wow.
And at the half, the oldest college football team in the Deep South is getting boat raced right now by number 25, Barry, 40-16.
All right, thank you, sir. That would be Swanee. And we'll see Millsaps and Swanee in the final 2 games of the season. Pass over here to the near side, complete to the 25, up to the 30, to the 35, to the 36-yard line. That'll be good for an 11-yard pickup as B.J. Rainey on the receiving end. Pirates, after the bye week, will head to Mississippi to take on Millsaps in 2 weeks and then close out the regular season at home against Swanee. And you won't be here, will you, TJ?
I will not be here, unfortunately. This is my last broadcast of the year. Don't get me crying in the 3rd quarter, Merle.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Dropping back, is back. Looking, swings out to the right side, complete to the 35, makes the first guy miss. And Gomez is going to hang out of the 45, but good hard running after the catch out to the 46-yard line. And then extracurricular activity way over in the bench. I haven't seen a flag come in yet.
I think it was just bang, bang over there. I mean, Alex's helmet came off.
Yeah.
Alec didn't take him to the ground. It was more so just they were both running over there.
Yeah, they got tangled up.
Yeah. Looks like Trinity's pretty close to the out-of-bounds line anyway. They need to get back, coach.
Yeah. Gain of 8 on the play. Made something out of nothing. 2nd down and 2 at the 45-yard line.
And Alec did come off the field there because of his helmet coming off.
Johnny Milo, the running back. Play action to him. Back, pump fakes. Hit, and he's going to get sacked. I think it was Jason Lund. It was. Came in from the backside and put down back for a sack back to the 40-yard line. Sets up a 3rd down and long here, and that will probably be the final play here of this 3rd quarter.
And you know Lund is happy about that one. All day it seemed like he was getting so close to the quarterback, and finally right there, able to make the sack, able to make the big play. Now a long 3rd down for Trinity.
Lund, the senior out of Azle High School. They're up to the line of scrimmage. Game clock down to 5 seconds. 2, 1. They get it off. Back, dropping back to pass. Over the middle, caught at the 49-yard line to the 45, across the 45, down to the 41-yard line. They pick up the 1st down, and that is how this 3rd quarter is going to come to an end. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back to Chuck down there in the sidelines. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network. Welcome back. 4th quarter about to get underway. Stand by, Chuck. We'll get to you right at this play here. 1st down and 10 for Trinity. Now moving left to right at the 41-yard line. 1 receiver left, 2 to the near side. Ryan back, play action, swings it out to the right side, complete to the 39, and dropped. Incomplete. Oh, they're going to say it's a fumble. Picked up the 40-yard line. Now they're going to call it back and say an incomplete pass. The line judge was going to let him play on, but the back judge coming in says it was an incomplete pass, which I think was probably the right call. But Chuck, you're right down there on the field. Was it the right call?
Well, I'm going to call it a recovery by Southwestern every time, even if it's not the right call. Unfortunately, the sideline is in my field of view where that ball hit the ground, so I was unable to see it. And it just goes to show this Southwestern sideline is not giving up. Very workmanlike attitude here as they try to build on any momentum they've established against the number 6 team in the country.
All right, thank you, Chuck Tracy. We'll talk to you again with Coach at the end of the ball game. Back over to the left side, got a receiver behind the defense, caught, touchdown. Casey Hampton, or check that's Cole Manego, behind the defense again, and now the score is looking ugly, 49-7 with the extra point pending.
And that's just a tale of 2 plays right there, Merle. You have the potential fumble recovery for a touchdown, which I do think it was a fumble. We can go into that in the break. And then you have the quarterback taking the top off the defense, finding his receiver downfield, huge touchdown. I mean, just momentum-changing plays right there where you can almost get a fumble recovery, first turnover of the game, but then it turns into a 40-plus yard touchdown for Trinity.
And Huddle's been busy on for the extra point, and good snap and hold. Kick is up. And the Tigers have hit the half-century mark here with 14:43 to go in the ball game, 50-7. And the worst part about that score is this is not a typical 50-7 game. We've seen some 50-7 games this year. The Pirates have played much better than that score is showing right now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just you have the opportunities, and then it's just not clicking in some spots. And it's one of those things that we've said that all year, I feel like, too. But it's never felt like we've played as complete as we could. Like, yes, the score is 50-7, but in terms of doing your assignments, like, I feel like Southwestern has done a good job all day of that. It's just playing a really good team right now. That's, you could play your assignment as good as you can, but still, when you play a good team like this, they're going to play better.
I mean, I'm going to call it right now. If the Pirates play like this in their final 2 games of the season, they're going to win both of those games.
Yeah, I mean, if you play against all those road games that we got off to slow starts, people just started taking advantage of our turnovers. Like, if you play just like how you played today, like, the whole season is different.
Yes. So right now, Pirates, I've been saying all afternoon, just try to get something going, get some points, make this game look a little bit closer. As that kick goes into the end zone, and the Pirate offense will come on the field. 14 minutes, 43 seconds left in this one.
Kick goes through the end zone. Ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First and 10 Pirates.
Of course, the other side of that is you got to tip your cap to the Trinity Tigers. Every time the Pirates have made the mistakes, the Tigers, showing why they're the number 6 team in the country, they've capitalized, executed, have made very few mistakes other than a couple of penalties early on in the first half.
Yeah, their game plan is solid coming in, and they've stuck to it. And, their quarterback and their wide receivers have been connecting all day. It's just one of those things that it's tough for an offense to deal with.
This should be a free player. They had 12 guys on the field, and they carry up to the 28-yard line. I don't see a flag down, however.
I don't see anything, Merle.
They had 12 guys on the field when the ball was snapped.
They're calling time. Yeah.
Legal substitution. 12 men on defense. That's a 5-yard penalty.
All right, they did catch it. All right. I
guess he just didn't want to
for a second. Yeah.
That's all it was.
Too far down to reach down to pick it up, I guess.
I guess. Getting a little lazy on us over there.
It'll be first and 5 from the 30.
So the 5-yard mark-off sets the ball down to the 30-yard line. First down and 5 for the Pirates, going from right to left. Spriggs stays in at quarterback. He's got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. And Spriggs going to run. Quarterback draw, got some running room, can't quite get the corner turn, steps out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Spriggs on the carry.
Escorted out of bounds by T.J. Scannell and Cannon Stark. Second down and 2 coming up here from the 33-yard line. Pirates in no hurry. Trips wide right, 1 to the near side. Counter play. Now cutting it back up to the left side and getting across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Needed 2, and picking up 3 for Southwestern was.
Carries the ball out to the 36-yard line. That's another Pirate. First down.
Oh, that's number 20. I thought I saw 30. That makes more sense. Leroy Rodriguez. Going to say, I know Micah Justice is good, but they got enough running backs.
Maybe Micah went to go talk to Coach Bishop during the week. Who knows? Coach Bishop being the running backs coach and the recruiting coordinator for the Pirates. So any recruits get at Coach Bishop.
It was Rodriguez on the carry, picking up 3 yards. So a first down, pass over the middle, caught complete across the 50 to the 45-yard line. Nice pitch and catch to Samuel Johnson. That play has worked pretty well today for Southwestern.
Especially when you think about all the run plays that they run on first down. With that play action, it's so good when you have that and you have the slant route over the middle. I mean, it's just a pitch and catch at that point.
Gain of about 18 yards on the play. First down and 10 from the Tiger 45-yard line.
First time we have been on the Trinity side of the field this half.
Wow, that's crazy. That's more than a quarter. Trips here to the near side again. Spriggs, play action. Pressure coming, and he pivots and going to get sacked back at the 49-yard line. Boy, that was just a case right there. Jonathan Nwabodo just beating his guy.
He got off the ball so quickly and left no room for that offensive tackle to make a move. And right as soon as I say the thing about being on the other side of the field, Now we're back on our side. That's on me. I'll take that.
Second down to 16 from the 49-yard line. Two receivers wide right, two to the near side. And fumble, loose ball, picked up by the lineman, the big fella across the 50, back to the 49-yard line. What a heads-up play by Trey Flores from Georgetown right here on this field.
See, it's that home field advantage for Trey. He knows the bounces of this field because he's played on it so long. So when he saw the ball just bouncing there on the turf, he said, well, give me that. I'm going to go do it myself. That boy Trey Flores, man. We talk about rumbling and bumbling.
Yeah.
That's that.
6 foot, 305-pound junior from Georgetown High School. Played his high school game right here on this field.
That 305 is being nice.
Yes. 3rd and 13 from the 48-yard line. Play action. Spriggs all day to throw. Now looking to his right, in trouble. And he's going to be sacked back at the 42-yard line. That's a covered sack right there. The sack will go to A.J. Townsend, but that's a covered sack. There was just nobody to throw the football to.
And Spriggs tried to make something happen, but, I mean, when you have great coverage like we've seen with Trinity all day today, I mean, it's just one of those things that sometimes it's better to take the sack. Even in that kind of situation,
Yep.
You want to make something happen, it's better to take the sack than give up a long interception. Because, all season we've kind of seen Spriggs do that. If he's in a situation like that, he'll just throw it up. I kind of like that right there, taking the sack and live to fight another day.
So Charlie Fournier set to kick it away again, this time from right to left. High snap, goes and gets it. And just a high punt, shanked off the side of the foot to snap. Probably threw the timing off of that one. This one not going to go as a very good punt for the junior punter from Vandergrift. Donna Goodman riding in. She says she's a Trinity fan, but wants to thank us for being balanced on the broadcast.
I mean, I'm one of the guys. I could be very unbalanced, bro. But I got to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. She said very nice things. So thank you very much, Donna Goodwin, for the email. These Tigers are for real.
Hey, we have 10 minutes left. I can get very biased right here.
First down and 10 Tigers from the 45-yard line. It is going to be fun to watch them in the playoffs and see how far they go. Pass to the left side complete and going to be dropped immediately for no gain. They'll swing it out to the left side to Cole Canaday from Anderson High School in Austin.
And the first time we've seen a wide receiver screen from Trinity here with a new quarterback in. Maybe Coach Urban wanted to see more plays happening out there and open to the playbook a little bit. Maybe that's why we saw back in so early, so we can have another quarterback come in the fourth.
Well, this is either Johnny Kusa or Jackson Williams. They both wear number 6. One's a DB, one's a running back. I'm going to guess that it's Jackson Williams, the running back out of Maynard New Tech.
Are you talking about the quarterback?
Yes.
No, it's number 15.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misread the number.
Oh, good. The 6 was the running
6
back.
was the running back.
Yeah.
Okay. So that quarterback, my apologies, is Colin Bishop. We saw him on the hold, and we saw him on the jumbo package a moment ago, and he fires a strike over the middle of the field down to the 35-yard line. And Trinity, no matter who they put in a quarterback, are moving the football.
Must be nice, right, to have that kind of depth and just know that your guy. Well, I mean, think about it. How competitive that quarterback room must be.
Oh, man.
You have to bring it every single day as probably a delay game or a false start penalty. You have to bring your best every single day to have these kind of opportunities to play in these types of games, because I'm sure Coach Urban isn't going to just trust this offense with anybody.
Right.
So it's one of those things that it all starts with Horn. He's probably an ultra-competitive kind of person, and that just trickles down to everyone else in that quarterback room.
So Colin Bishop, the quarterback, out of Childress High School. That would make the running back Jackson Williams a sophomore out of Maynard New Tech. That makes much more sense.
Yeah, right.
Coffee wore off a long time ago. First down and 15 back at the 40-yard line, and Bishop going to keep it himself. Stumbles across the 40 down to the 36. Got most of the yardage back. Going to bring up a second down and 11 as the clock continues to roll. On the stop for the Pirates, Aiden O'Connell.
He was on the show this past week, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job. You interviewed him, though.
Yeah,
and,
yes.
and Chuck interviewed DJ James, wasn't
right,
he?
Yep.
Yeah. In Crazy's corner. I thought it was funny when Aiden was saying that after all these years, finally he gets the invite to be at the Sheraton on the Coach Austin show.
Dropping back, Bishop in trouble, rolling to his left. Flag comes down. This is going to be a holding call. Bishop going to scramble the far sideline and just throws that one. Oh, almost intercepted. Great job there by Peyton Ludeman. Or no, that was O'Connell again. Chuck, you're shaking no. Who did you have in the show? It's all running together. Who did you have? I can't remember.
Coleman Robertson.
That's right.
They both went to the same high school. That's why TJ was thinking DJ James.
And I think DJ's been on the show this year, has he not?
He has. It was about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, like I said, it's all kind of running together. So
I'm getting old, Chuck. That's what it is.
It becomes exponential as the decades pass. Get ready.
Just compounds at that point.
Holding was a call. Ball spotted back at the Pirate 46-yard line. So now 2nd down and 21 to go. 8-10 to go in this one. Bishop, handoff up the middle. Oh, beautiful play coming in from the backfield to get the running back. Jason Lund, along with Malik McDonald. McDonald's had a heck of a ball game.
It seems like they've been back there all day, and they just haven't been able to bring the running back or the quarterback down. And here in this fourth quarter, we've seen great plays in the backfield by both of them. And they're guys that we've relied on for their whole career here at Southwestern. We're going to sorely miss them.
Boy, you're not kidding.
After these next few games are over. And it's going to be big shoes to fill for whoever gets the nod next year.
Just like we have the cheat sheet for the offense, it's going to be a cheat sheet next year trying to figure out all the new faces out there. 3rd down and about 20. Bishop pass over to the left side, and it's caught to the 10 to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown. On a 3rd down and 21, Bishop fires a bomb down the sideline, and Trinity hauls it in for another score. I think this is Baron Calden.
That was just
Laga Vista.
Just a streak route right up the middle, and he just outran our defender. That's all it was. There was nothing fancy about it. Quarterback had just enough time to throw it, and he put it right on the money.
Quarterback putting it on the money. All 3 quarterbacks that have come in today have now connected on long throws that are perfectly thrown.
I do think each of those quarterbacks, well, obviously Horn, but the backups could probably start at a couple different schools in the conference.
Huddle's extra point is up, and it is good. So 6:59 to go. New score, 57-7. Pirates trail by 50. Well, hopefully this will make the Pirates hungry. Hopefully they won't phone it in. They have played much better today, despite what the score says.
Yeah, I think the film session's just going to involve a lot of, well, look what you did really well here. Look how this has improved so much. Let's build upon this and do it again next week, or not next week because it's a bye week, but the week after against Millsaps. And they'll get a good film out of it, too, because if Trinity is going to play Millsaps next week, unfortunately, again, for Millsaps, they have to go to San Antonio. But you'll get that film, and you'll compare it really well, I think, and have a good comparison of what you need to do whenever we go to Millsaps the week after that. 6 minutes, 59 seconds left. I can get biased.
You know, one more thing to point out. These long scoring strikes late in the ball game here, they've happened with number 14 out of the ball game.
Yeah.
After he got shaken up on that defensive stop.
And we haven't seen him back out there, I don't think, right?
The Pirates have been thin in the secondary anyway. The guy's just kind of gelling and kind of figuring it out. And all of a sudden, you got to put in a new body, and it just changes things.
Yeah, I see him right there. Pads are off, right there on the bench. DJ James, number 14. Hopefully it's just an ankle, something like that. Nothing too crazy. You can go into the bye week and nurse it a little more and come back strong for the last 2 games.
So Huddle with the ball on the tee. It takes a long time to get these kickoffs.
I just did my taxes, Merle.
I know. as this kickoff is going to go into and out of the end zone. That's actually a live football.
Yeah. I was like,
they call it touchback on the far side. That was pretty close.
I think it hit the line.
I think it did hit the line, but that's all it did, and it bounced back into the field of play.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That would have been something right there.
That would have been a case where you don't even show up to watch the film. You just call in sick that day.
Yeah. Goodness.
That was close.
And that's Aiden Huerta, isn't it? Right? Is that his name? I think so. He's the usual guy back there.
It was Aiden Garza and Colby Bartlett have been back on the returns. I'm not sure which one that was.
Okay. But I guess they got so used to just being a touchback.
Yeah.
They didn't even think about, what if this has a little backspin to it.
Sam LeBlue, a nice carry. His helmet comes off. He'll have to come out of play, but about a 6 or 7 yard pickup for number 7. They'll give him 7. 2nd down and 3 coming up from the 32-yard line. So Devin Phillips to come into the game now. Clock rolling, 6:40 to go in this one. Trinity has poured it on here in the second half and broken it open. 57-7 your score. Handoff up the middle. Phillips out across the 35. That'll be good for a Pirate first down out to the 37-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup. First down and 10 coming up here for Southwestern.
See, that's what this offense needs right now, just positive plays. No more negative plays in the backfield, no more, incompletions. Just get the ball moving, get a solid drive going, and just show yourselves that you can sustain a long drive.
Right.
Because we saw it in the first half. We saw it a few times. But here in the second, we've only seen it once where they've gotten over the 50.
Trinity's really turned up the defensive screws. Hand off to LeBlue, left side. Gets it out across the 40. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7. One receiver to the right, 2 to the near side. Inside of 6 minutes to go. Pitch out left side. Nice play by LeBlue. That ball was thrown a little bit behind him. He reached back behind him and hauled it in and managed to pick up about 3 yards out to the 43-yard line. Sets up a 3rd down and 4. The clock keeps moving.
And LeBlue's hyped right now.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big run from him. He wants his team to keep fighting. I like that out of him. Got that dog in him.
One receiver right, 2 to the near side. 3rd down, let's call it 4 from the 43-yard line. Oh, free play, unless the Pirates flinch. Who moved first?
It looks like our guard flinched.
No, say it ain't so.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be so.
Yep.
Offense number 62, the 5-yard penalty. Go 3rd down.
Well, that'll push him back 5 yards and make it 3rd down and 9. Now, I'm afraid the stats are going to look as ugly as the scoreboard, too, the way this game has played out. They have really piled on the yardage with the long pass plays.
It's definitely not going to help our averages.
Right. So 3rd and 9, 5 minutes to go. Clock moving again. Trips here to the near side. Spriggs, quarterback draw, stepping up, and just not much running room. Going to get back up to the 40-yard line, and that is about it. Before Braden Inslee, a senior out of Waco Midway, on the stop.
One thing I've noticed, too, that's the Trinity defensive line is doing really well. Their ends are going up and, creating the pocket, obviously.
Right.
But and then their defensive linemen are staying in and getting just a push back on the line. They're not trying to get by him or anything. And so when that draw happens, they're able to just stay there and just decide which way to go, whichever way Spriggs goes, and then make the tackle.
So all they have to do is just disengage and move over to make the tackle.
Literally.
Yeah.
And as an offensive lineman, you don't know where your quarterback's going to go. You have an idea based on where the defensive lineman is, but it's very easy to get thrown away to the side if you're not engaged on your block fully, and then the defensive tackle makes the tackle right in front of you.
Fournier launches another one into the autumn sky, fielded by Cam Heron, from Abilene Cooper. And Trinity will take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line with 4 minutes and 8 seconds left. Any last scoring updates from around the country, Mr. Jones, before we wrap this one up?
A few that's going on right now in Eugene. Number 9 Oregon is tied with Washington State in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Tennessee 13-0 in the second quarter. And down in Columbia, Missouri, number 20 Missouri 14-0 over South Carolina.
All right, thank you, sir. New quarterback in, fourth quarterback of the ball game for the Trinity Tigers on their road roster. This is Will Vasky from Illinois, from St. Charles, Illinois.
Oh, one of your hometown boys. Well, I don't know about St. Charles, but Illinois at least. Right?
He knows those Illinois winters alike, and he said, yeah, San Antonio isn't so bad.
I mean, don't get me started on that.
Second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Not even a top 5 city in Texas.
Hand off right side. Back across the 35, up to the 36-yard line. This young man has run hard today. Number 4, Johnny Milo, sophomore out of Conroe. Gain of 2 on the play, third down and 2 to go from the 36-yard line.
I mean, you can live in the beautiful central Texas, Austin area. You know, beautiful environment, beautiful everything. Or you can go live in San Antonio.
I take offense to that.
He's been biting his tongue all day long.
2 minutes, 59 seconds left. I'll get biased.
That's right. Milo with a big carry up to the 38-yard line. Look like he got just enough for the first down. A hard collision there. Peyton Ludeman's still playing hard. Starters are still out on defense for the most part. These seniors aren't going to come off the field lightly. 2:40 left. Clock moving. 1st and 10 at the 38. It was 29-7 at the half, and it could have been closer than that. But 28 unanswered points here in the fourth quarter. Let's put this one out of reach. Handoff up the middle, and Malik McDonald again in the backfield. Number 11, Peyton Ludeman, again involved on the stop.
Just some guys we're going to miss, like we've said.
Yep.
When it's all said and done this year.
Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line. One receiver left, one to the near side. Vasky dropping back. Pass over to the left side. He wants to get involved in the scoring book and almost intercepted. Playing center field was Ethan Mills, a sophomore out of St. John, the 23rd, and Katy.
Almost the first turnover of the game right there.
By either side, huh?
Yeah. So if we're going to find a silver lining for Southwestern, there's one.
There's one right there, yeah.
Because, I mean, we've been turning the ball over pretty badly the past few games. And it's been resulting in points for the other team. Like last week, 2 defensive touchdowns off of turnovers. So if there's one silver lining, there's one right there.
3rd down and 11 from the 37-yard line. Basket dropping back, trying to set up a screen pass, complete out to the 35 to the 40, up the far sideline 45, and knocked out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. And that'll be good for a first down. That one completed to Jackson Williams.
No, it's short, Merle.
No, it is short. They marked him out of bounds at the 46. Going to bring up a 4th down and 2 with 1:17 to go. Now, the Pirates would argue that they had an interception in the end zone that was overruled by the officials, led to a Trinity field goal, and they would also argue that they had a fumble recovery that was called an incomplete pass that led to points.
I mean, 2 big calls that ended up being some momentum swingers.
Tigers going to go for it here. 4th down and 2 from the 46-yard line. Vasky, quick drop, pass over to the right side, complete to the 48-yard line, good for a Trinity first down. Complete to Sebastian Trevino.
Number 14, Sebastian Trevino.
And the play clock about 3 seconds ahead of the game clock.
Right.
Probably last play here coming up.
The only 12 on my Southwestern roster making that tackle is listed as a quarterback, J.P. Reyes. Could be an athlete kind of thing, wanting to get in the ball game. Pass or running play to the near side, and steps out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 14 seconds left. That'll be good for a first down. And we'll see if Trinity takes a knee here. So one more snap, and this one will be in the books. Pirates can regroup and look ahead to two very winnable football games to close out the season. Baskey straight ahead to the 35, breaking a tackle to the 30 and knocked down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Johnny Milo on the carry. The clock is ticking down, and that is going to be your final score. 57-7, the number 6 ranked Trinity Tigers come into Georgetown and show Southwestern why they're ranked number 6 in the country with a big win here today. The two rivals renewing their old friendship. And TJ, I think this is the first of what will be many good games to come in the future, better games for the Pirates down the road.
Trinity is going to remain very good for the foreseeable future. And the fun thing is Southwestern is going to continue getting really good. Yep. They're going to get better, and these matchups are going to be very exciting as we will travel to Trinity next year. When they come back, we won't be here at Birkelbach. We'll be at our own field on campus. It'll be very exciting there. You know, we lose a rival in TLU in the conference, but we gain one back in a longer time rival in Trinity.
So 57-7, the two teams exchange the post-game handshakes. Why don't we go and take a quick break, Melvin, and we'll keep an eye out if Chuck's able to track down Coach. We'll come right back to that. But for now, we'll step aside and be back to wrap things up here in the post-game show. 57-7, Trinity with the win this afternoon. Back to wrap it up in just a minute. You're watching Southwestern football on the Vype Live Network. Welcome back to Birkelbach Field. We're waiting for Chuck Tracy to track down Coach Joe Austin. But TJ, while we were break, I was just noticing down in the field the players kind of meet and introduce each other. I see number 60 in street clothes, Anderson Johnson, starting offensive lineman. Number 71 on crutches, starting offensive lineman Josh Taylor. That's 2 of the 5 reasons the Pirates had such a hard time getting things started today offensively. Those guys not in the lineup for the Southwestern Pirates. And Chuck's with Coach. We'll go to that right now. Take it away, Chuck.
Thanks, Merle. Now, Coach Austin, obviously not the outcome you would hope for, but a quality opponent, probably higher ranked than 6, talent-wise and execution-wise. You mentioned it going into the half. One of the better quarterbacks I've seen live in a football game. Give us your thoughts on the way your team played despite all the pressure from Trinity.
Well, we played hard. We battled, there's no doubt. They really executed. They made every throw. They converted everything. They did a really good job. They're a team that has 41 seniors, 16 fifth-year seniors, and they look like it today.
Well, we were just moments ago speaking to one of your defensive backs, DJ James, who had a pretty good first half. And some of the throws that were made by the Trinity offense, despite excellent coverage by DJ James and other members of the secondary, how do you keep your guys working towards wins when there's kind of frustration like that?
Well, we talked a lot this week about the process of being successful. And we always talk about constant improvement, wanting to get better every day. And so these guys showed us, where they're at, right? We want to get back to where they are. So we just gotta keep working, gotta keep plugging away. Our guys are diligent, our guys are resilient. They'll bounce back.
Well, and in my opinion, we're really not that far away. The score's not reflective of how close these teams are talent-wise.
Well, I think overall in the conference, it's pretty close, but these guys are this year, they're definitely the class in the conference. Yeah.
We'll see you on Monday night at SU Football Weekly, Coach.
All right, thank you.
There you go, Merle. Thank you, Coach. It is not the outcome, obviously, you want, but great effort again. I'm thinking from half to half, despite excellent secondary, the quarterback's passes were so accurate. It's the dude.
Oh, we kind of lost you at the end there, Chuck, but are you back now?
Yeah, I was saying losing DJ James there in the half did not help.
Right.
To in that secondary, because despite some excellent throws, I mean, DJ James was right there on 2 or 3 touchdowns, and you can't blame the coverage. It was there. It was just an excellent throw, excellent catches.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, and Coach summed it up perfectly well. They just didn't miss. They never gave the Pirates an opportunity for the most part, and that is where Southwestern needs to be. When you see it out in front of you, hopefully it can make it easy to chase it down as you look to improve in the next year or two. Well,
Coach Austin called them the class of the conference, and he doesn't hand out compliments liberally. So, especially to a rival. So
right.
That says something.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, awesome job, Chuck. Thanks again, and we will see you on Monday night for SC Football Weekly.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Chuck Tracy down at the sidelines, and oh God, no one's put the camera on us. He's trying to get even with the TJ for making fun of San Antonio.
Hey, this broadcast's not over. We can still do that. Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, frustrating. 57-7 on the scoreboard. The stats are going to look lopsided, but it was a 29-7 game at the half. Could have been closer. Remember, the Pirates had it down inside the 10, wound up missing a field goal, and a couple of big plays heading into the halftime break made it 29-7. And then Trinity became Trinity in the second half, and the Pirates just kind of stagnated a little bit. But they're not that far behind.
No, that's the good thing. They're not. You can see the glimpses, the potential that they have. And I think with more experience, more games, more time in the weight room in the offseason, more investment into the athletic facilities that we're already getting, I think it's going to be a matter of time before Southwestern is where Trinity is at, and we surpass them.
Well, we'll see what happens here. The Pirates get a much-deserved break. A couple of guys on crutches and that kind of thing. I don't think it's going to help them.
No.
But for the guys that are banged up, it's been a long season. They've been practicing since August.
Yep.
They know that the 2 games against them, not gimmies obviously, when you're, 1-7, nothing but gimme. But they're 2 winnable games. You got to go on the road. That's always tough to take on Millsaps, and then come home here to be your final game for your seniors. Going to be an emotional night for those guys. They're going to want to get those 2 wins and build something for the future of this Southwestern football program.
No, I completely agree with you on that. It's all about your legacy and what you leave behind. And obviously right now, 1-7, you don't want that to be your legacy. So take into this bye week, learn from your mistakes, and then go out in the next 2 weeks and give it all you got. Because if you can end the season on a 2-win streak and just do something positive to build on going into the offseason, that could do wonders for your program moving forward.
Completely agree. Melvin, final thoughts? We'll go around the room here and get our final thoughts.
I mean, we said it earlier. Best half of football that the team had played all season long, the first half. Second half, not so much, giving up 28 unanswered. This team has a lot of growing to do, and that only comes with experience. So by this time next year, even 2 years from now, this series will be a lot more competitive than it was today. So the Pirates have room to grow. They will grow. They will make those improvements. Now it's time to focus on these next 2 games, including closing out Birkenback here in 3 weeks.
I completely agree. And Melvin, for the record, I like San Antonio. So,
I mean, I do too. I mean, I moved there 8 years ago for a reason, so I like it a little bit. TJ.
I've just got a couple X's there. That's what it is, bro. I don't like going there because of that.
Well, awesome job, Melvin. And TJ, this will be our final broadcast together this year. You've got important stuff to take care of in a couple of weeks. We won't see you, and that's been fun as always.
Yeah, I know. I think I had a lot more fun this year than we even did last year. And last year we did every single game, and somehow we had a lot more fun this year. I just want to say thank you to you, thank you to Melvin, everyone on the Vype crew, Chuck, for giving me this opportunity once more, the Southwestern Athletic Department for, again, trusting me with this opportunity. I enjoy it. I enjoy helping bring this game with Merle to your living rooms wherever you watch this, and hopefully we can do it again next year. I'm sad that I can't be there for that last game against Swanee, but I know y'all will put on a great show as always.
Yeah, we'll be back for that when TJ will be working on his master's degree. He's not goofing off somewhere, despite what he's actually a pretty smart guy. So good luck with that one, and we'll hopefully see you next September, I guess.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's going to do it for us this afternoon. Trinity improves to 6-1 overall, 5-0 in conference play, and they will take on Millsaps College next Saturday afternoon. It's a home game for the Trinity Tigers. Good luck to them in the playoffs if they can win out and get into the playoffs. For the Pirates, they dropped to 1-7 overall and 1-3 in conference play. As we've been talking about, they've got a bye week coming up next week, and then they will travel to Jackson, Mississippi to take on Millsaps before closing out the season here at home. So that's going to do it for us this afternoon. And don't forget to join us on Monday night for SC Football Weekly here on the Vype Live Network. If you can't make it out to the beautiful Georgetown Sheraton, that'll be Monday night at 6 o'clock. We'll have highlights from this game and talk about what the Pirates do on their bye week and set the table for the final two contests of the season. You can watch that Millsaps broadcast. You can find the link for that one listed at southwesternpirates.com. And then we'll be back with you 3 weeks from today to close out the season against Swanee. So, from our broadcast partner, Mr. TJ Vela, our producer, Melvin Jones, our technical director, Suna Vincott, Chuck Tracy down at the sidelines, our camera operators today, Okoye Anderson, Harley Hudson, and our QA, Skylar Gillespie. My name is Merle Birch. I'm signing out from Brookabach Field. Your final score, Southwestern falling today to Trinity by a final score of 57-7. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time right here on the Vype Live Network. Good night, everybody.
Pirates fight for Old Southwestern, for alma mater dear. Pirates fight for Old Southwestern. To Southwestern will be loyal to the sun from the sky. And remember to the end that a fight will never die. Pirates fight, yeah we win.